turning 40 last year and then coming in at 40 to try and win the title and go up against the younger kind of guys competing. It just felt so good, man. For whatever reason, Tom and I have been given that ability to compete in Strongman. I've been doing this offshore for 17 years. You're out in Dubai, living your best life. This is man.
So you lost your title to your little brother?
Yeah. Never.
That must have hurt.
Still not recovered.
Welcome back to The Good, The Bad and The Beast. Today's guest is one of the strongest men that Scotland has ever produced. He's the current reigning Britain's strongest man, 5 times Scotland's strongest man, 2 times Europe's strongest man. Got a couple of world records in there as well. He is one of the 2 strongest brothers in history, going to the final with his little brother, Tom Stoltman. Welcome to the podcast, Mr. Luke Stoltman.
Thank you, mate. Thanks for having us on.
How are you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. Yeah. Just prepped for the Deadlift World Championships, which is on, what day is it today? It's Friday, so tomorrow.
It's Friday.
Yes, tomorrow.
Yeah. So the World Deadlift Championships, is it the Strongman Open?
The Strongman Open, yes.
Strongman Open, Giants Live.
Yeah.
So you're competing against Thor?
Your mate Thor.
My mate, yeah. Best mate, not just mate.
Good,
best mate.
Yeah.
Good
we all know that you're very close. So I'll tell Thor you're asking after.
Yeah.
Just before he's going to pull the 5'10".
Yeah, wish him luck from his best pal Ed.
Yeah.
Please do.
Well, so yeah, obviously, it's the deadlift world record, which is going to be really cool to see. I think you'll agree as well, seeing that record that you set and kind of paved the way for all of us, or all the bigger lifts, seeing that get broken and moved on, that's the progression of strength. But there's also a show there, there's 5 other events there. That's what I'm excited about. We've got Viking press, steeplechase.
Is Thor doing the Viking press? He's doing the whole show.
Yeah.
Right, Thor. I mean, this will come out in a week or 2, but no fucking double dipping, you cheating bastard. We don't want another replay of World's Strongest Man 2017. Keep that double dipping shit in your fucking pants. All right? No double dipping on the Viking press. It's easy.
I forgot about that.
You just press it and you don't double dip. Okay?
Good times. We've got a few other events: front hold, power stairs, farmers. Yeah, so it's good events. I'm quite excited for the full show.
It's a big show, isn't it? It's when you think about it. So yeah, and there's good athletes there. Like obviously Thor, if he competes the whole show, that's quite a big deal. Yeah. Evan Singleton, probably a big threat as well. I would imagine.
For sure. Yeah.
Yourself, is your brother's not there? Is he? He's got tweaked arm at the minute.
Yeah, he did his bicep at Brian's competition, so he's just gone home. We were down yesterday in Sheffield at SBD and did an evening with last night, and then Tom kind of drove up the road.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So you're driving around telling your story.
Yeah, kind of similar obviously to what you did.
Yeah, I've done a lot of those shows. Fuck my life. I've done a lot of those shows.
So it's good fun, but it's a lot of work, right?
Yes.
You got to kind of just put that time in. And someone last night actually asked, it was really nice, they asked us, like, what strongman do you kind of, and I'm not just saying this because I'm here, but what strongman do you look up to and like motivates you and stuff? And Tom actually said yourself, because of the, the work that you put in, and I think everyone can see that, from being here today to all the stuff, the cool stuff that you've got coming up, the Malta stuff, the awesome competition. So it's how difficult it is to make a career out of strongman.
We it's kind of like paving the way a little bit, because strongman, people have won the world's strongest man and then gone back to full-time jobs, and that can happen quite easily. And then you got people like Brian, who really branched out, did the YouTube, did all the brand deals, and made a fucking absolute killing from strongman. So I actually learned my bit from Brian, if I'm being honest.
Right. Okay.
How to monetize and capitalize on the win. And then passing that down to people like Tom. It's nice that Tom says that, because I'm a massive fan of Tom. I've always believed in Tom as well. Way before he was even considered a contender to win the world's strongest man. I was like, he's going to win it. I'm telling you now, he's going to fucking win it.
How could he not? You look at the boy, man. He's just this big superhuman.
He's built to lift heavy things.
Unbelievable, man. It's like when you see him when he came in here. He just
I used to stoop under that beam.
The beam's about 3 meters high, so. But no, it's good, and it's nice to see that he's got that kind of that bit between his teeth, wanting to push on with the brand that we do and do these things. Because again, everyone knows Tom's story now. Diagnosed with autism and stuff, and overcoming those hurdles to be doing these evenings with the talks, podcasts, etc. It takes.
He's a brilliant talker.
Yeah,
really surprised me. I had him on the podcast, and I said to the guys, I was like, "It's going to be a tough one. This is,
right. Yeah.
Like it's going to be hard. It's going to be like pulling teeth out of a fucking stone. It's going to be hard to get a conversation." And he couldn't shut up. He was fucking great. He was so good.
It's amazing.
So good.
But it's mad. Like sometimes I go back and watch our first couple of YouTube videos. And back then, it was really difficult for Tom, to, like you say, have these conversations or speak to people. And now, like, I don't get a word in now. I'm the one that doesn't get to speak. Tom just cuts me off. He's so funny.
Well, I remember, like you and Tom at UK Strongest Man, where we used to compete over in Ireland with the Glen Ross show.
Yeah.
And Tom never said a peep. He was such a shy boy.
Yeah, it's amazing. Because I used to be offshore. I remember there was one, he messed up something at UK's and he was going to pull out.
Yeah.
So I was on the rig, I was stuck offshore at the time. So my mum, I got an email from my mum saying, Tom's really struggling, can you give him a phone? So I'm like, Tom, what's going on, mate? You all right? He said, I've screwed it up, look, I've messed it up, there's no point me carrying on. I says, Tom, don't have that attitude, mate. You've got the Atlas Stones, it's one of your best events, just go out and smash it, finish it at a high. And just that mentality of, when something went wrong back then, that's all he wanted to do was kind of give up and kind of throw in the towel almost. But now, World's Strongest Man this year, for example, some things didn't go well for him. After day one, he was 9 points down. And then he managed to be mentally strong enough to kind of come back and claw those points back. And I won't give too much away, whatever, but it was a really close final. That mentality of Tom now, he's super strong, physically, obviously, and mentally really strong as well. So it's cool as an older brother, watching that kind of progression of that big beast, Tom, man. It's so cool to see, and it's just nice because everybody loves him. He's just
I know, 100%. Yeah. How can you not like it? If you don't like Tom, you're a fucking dick.
Yeah, I agree.
100%.
So no, fortunately, we've got Big Tom in the corner to carry us, and I just want to see him get that 6 titles of worlds, man. That'd be so cool.
That would be cool. And he's definitely capable.
I think so.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The whole, I love the Stoltman family just in general. Like your backstory. I've obviously known you for a long time now. Spent a lot of time with you. And just the Stoltman family in general. Just got a lot of love. A lot of love from me and a lot from the fans, and everyone loves you, man.
That'll make.
I always ask my guests to bring in a piece of the beast.
Yeah.
And this can be something like an artifact that means something to you, something like a turning point in your life. It could just be a picture of something. Did you bring?
Yes, I did actually.
That's what the envelope is.
So this is it's actually a photo of our granddad. So this is Opa Stoltman. Opa, yeah. So
Opa Stoltman.
So he's Polish. He was Polish.
Right. Okay.
And I remember seeing this photo for one of the first times I was 13. So he actually wrote a book. He escaped Nazi Germany during World War II.
Right.
Came over to the UK, ended up in the Highlands in Scotland, in the town where we're from.
Yeah.
Met his wife, she was German. She was German at the time she's German.
Yeah.
But this photo, it just made me really happy to see it because he's carrying this big log. And smiling, they're laughing. It's like it kind of encompasses strength and I don't know. Just he's overcome so much to get to escape Nazi Germany, which was insane. Like I did his audio book. I read his memoirs out in audio.
Oh, right.
So that's coming out quite soon.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, and reading it, it's like I was going personal stuff, whatever. But then I'm thinking, he's come over and he didn't know if his family was alive or dead for 2 years.
Right.
Because you couldn't have, you don't have, not a Facebook.
Yeah, there wasn't exactly pick up the phone and send him an Instagram DM.
So that was him. He was just escaped, came over to the UK, ended up in the Highlands of Scotland, couldn't speak any English, set up a life for himself, worked really hard, had a big family, gave birth to our dad, and then, here's Tom and me now, doing our shit. So
Did you meet him?
Yeah. No, he
Good,
passed away probably when I was 16, 17.
So you still had a good 16 years of him in your life.
Really close, really.
Opa.
So it means granddad in German.
Oh, okay.
So Omi and Opa. That's what
and Omi means nana. I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. So brilliant.
Opa.
He was.
So what's his real name?
Dominic Stoltman. Yeah. So he was. And he's that guy that, I mean, we've got a saying in our brand. It's like, trust me, you will survive. That was the name of his memoirs, his book that he wrote.
Right, that's cool.
And
so it's been in the family a while.
Yeah, since 1942 he arrived in the UK, and he was such a good guy, man. He was a bit of a drinker. He liked the whiskey.
All Scottish do in the end, don't they?
Yeah.
You probably didn't before you hit Scotland.
No, it was more vodka, I think. And
it was vodka, and then came to Scotland, it turned to whiskey.
Then it was whiskey, but he was just such a hard-working man. In our parents' house, there was a little bit of the garden. We used to call it Opa's garden. So this was Polly Tannell used to grow his own produce, like potatoes, Brussels sprouts, turnips, whatever. And he was a hunter as well. So growing up, we used to eat like rabbit, deer, pigeon, pheasant, have all like organic stuff.
So proper lived off the land then.
Yeah. And that was kind of through him and his kind of mindset. He didn't waste anything. And so that kind of, that image of him, when I saw that, it really said something to me, being strong, having strength. And that kind of set the tone, I guess, for my journey in the gym. I wanted to make him proud, and I knew he liked strength, to be strong. Yeah. So hopefully.
No, that's nice. I mean, for those listening in, it's a picture of his granddad with a bald head carrying a very, very big log, almost a tree, on his shoulder. And is that your nan trickling behind him, laughing and giggling? She's also dragging quite a big tree. And there's a gentleman in the back carrying a few.
I think that was his father-in-law.
That was his father-in-law.
Yeah.
There's a gentleman in the back carrying a few branches as well. So they're obviously bringing some wood, I would imagine, to the house or something.
Yeah.
Cool. So you knew him for the first 16 years of your life. So tell me a little bit about him then. So, I mean, obviously the picture says it all, fleeing the war, and someone who's come to the Highlands and set up a new life, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough thing to do. Imagine having to do that. Imagine having to flee your country because of war, and then having to, set up, learn a new language.
Unbelievable.
And above all, not just learn English, Scottish as well, which is a lot harder than English.
100%. Especially up north with some of the accents. But he was he was quite a quiet, reserved man, because I guess, again, like you say, coming to a foreign country, not knowing the language, always having that accent, you didn't almost raise your head up above that parapet. You kind of just kind of keeping it the level, not wanting to raise it too much. And so there was no one else. So my dad was his only son. So Dad tells his story 2 years after Mum and Dad got married. Opa came to see my dad. He's like, Ben, what's going on? What's the matter with you? My dad's like, what do you mean? He says, you need to give me a son, to carry on the Stoltman name. Because there was no other Stoltmans in the UK at this point, right?
Right, okay. So Stoltman's a Polish name.
Polish, yeah. So it used to have double N, I think it was, Stoltman.
Yeah, okay.
So my dad's like, oh, fuck's sake, I'm trying my best, Dad. Like, geez, we do sleep together, whatever. Trying to, sorry. But then, unfortunately, Mum had a few miscarriages. She miscarried 4 times, I think it was.
Jeez.
So she got told that she wasn't able to have kids for whatever reason. But then one summer's morning, whatever happened, they maybe got a bit frisky, and then Dad managed to do the business, and Mum got pregnant with me. I was the firstborn.
Yeah, so you're the eldest.
I was the eldest.
So your dad fired a mix in.
Yeah, that was it.
Luke Stoltman was in the making.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, whatever happened, I popped out first. And then I was a golden boy, because there was no other boys in the family, no other men to carry on that name, the Stoltman name. So my opa, he was like, no, I don't say obsessed, but it was like, oh, look, you're the guy, you're the special one, you're the only boy, you've got the chance to carry on that name. And I was like, geez, oh man, right, okay, I better try and do something. But then 10 years later, then Big Tom popped out. So then the kind of pressure was taken off, and then our youngest brother, Harry, came out as well. But he was very, like, Opa was very proud. You know, we used to go, got raised as Catholics, very, like, religious. And on Christmas Eve, we'd go over to Omi and Opa's and open up our presents. This was like a traditional kind of German thing to do. You'd open up presents on Christmas Eve, have like sauerkraut, German sausages, Polish meat, loads of different, you know, things to eat on Christmas Eve. It was such a family event, you know, that's what it was. And it was all kind of led by Opa. And he had I've got quite a deep voice, but Opa's voice was like, and he used to sing Tannenbau, O Tannenbau. I think it's a German or a Polish song. But when he used to sing, it'd be, Oh, Tannenbaum. So really deep.
Yeah.
You know, he had that like really deep voice, big smoker, and but that was Opa. You know, he was just such a grafter. You know, he had a fencing company, so he used to go up and down the north of Scotland, building fences along the road, along the railway. He used to cut peats, so we used to have peat in the bogs. They used to cut peat and dry it, and you'd burn your peat to, you know, get heat, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what he used to do. So it was like really hard work. So he was pretty tough on me, you know, in the garden and stuff. I used to have to like work with him, like do wheelbarrows of gravel back and forth every day, and yeah, get right stuck in with him. And it was good fun, you know, because it was again that early introduction of like hard work and strength and pushing your body to that limit, because I'd be shattered by lunchtime. You'd be absolutely exhausted, you know. You'd be
Still got another 5 hours
yeah,
to go.
that's it, exactly what it is. It's tough, you know, doing manual labour. It's like, I just want to chill and play football or whatever. But, you know, when he was there, it was never that kind of option. So that was him in a nutshell, and just a real nice guy. And yeah, now, you know, obviously with Tom winning World's Strongest Man 3 times, me doing my stuff as well, you know, the Stoltman name's kind of quite, you know, notorious in strongman around the world. So
Yeah.
hopefully,
No, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, definitely. You know, people think of the Stoltmans automatically. You mentioned the Stoltman name, everyone's like, brothers from Scotland. Yeah, everyone knows it, man. So yeah, it's
quite cool.
It is cool. It is cool. So your granddad immigrated over 1945-ish. Met your nan. Did he bring your nan with him, or did he meet her in Scotland?
He met her in Scotland, actually, in the Highlands. He used to tell the story. He was walking down one side of the street, and she was walking down the other. And their eyes locked, and little Stavros Dominic went over and laid the charm down, and the rest was history. So
brilliant. So you're a quarter Polish and a quarter, or it would be an eighth Polish, an eighth German.
Yeah.
And then your dad was made.
Then.
So your dad would be half Polish, half German, technically.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. And then Mum, she was like Scottish. Her mum was Scottish. Her dad was English.
Okay, yeah.
So again, her dad was fighting out in Brunei during World War II. So he was in the Special Forces, I think, out there. Really fit, really active man. Lofty, they called him. Lofty Lane, because he was quite a tall man. So just that mix of everything, I guess. You know, we've got really tall relatives. You know, I'm relatively tall, I guess, at 6'3", but then you got Tom at 6'8" odd. You know,
it's good genes.
Yeah,
good genes.
It's not bad. So I guess strength was always kind of not an obvious way, but it was always in the cards. Yeah.
Well, you've come from a hard-working family, and obviously the genes. People like that always tend to be a bit bigger and stronger, and it does pass down to the children, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Big Opa, man.
Okay. So your dad's half German, half Polish. Your mum's half English, half Scottish, which I guess makes you a good mix.
I'm just a
good mix. A mongrel.
Basically.
You're the eldest then of 5 siblings?
5, yeah.
So there's you, there's Tom, there's Harry, and then who else?
So we've got, in age, so it's myself, then Jodie, my sister, then Nikki, then Tom, then Harry. So Jodie's a year younger than me. She'll be turning 40 this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so then Jodie's, yeah, she's a lovely lady. You know, she's got 2 kids, married, really supportive to Tom when he was growing up. She worked with kids with like additional needs and stuff
Right.
in schools and stuff. So Jodie was very much a carer for Tom.
Yeah.
And she's probably a carer for me now. You know, she's someone that I can kind of go to and talk to about things, go through all different things. You know, they're fantastic family. Jodie's husband, Struan, such a nice guy. Like,
Is that his name? Struan.
Struan. Struan, yeah.
Screwing.
Struan. No, I mean,
Struan.
maybe on a Saturday night if he's lucky, I don't know. But they've got two lovely daughters, Indy and Faith.
Oh, nice. Love the names.
So it's been really nice with them, you know, over the last year or so. I've kind of been introduced. They're really big Christians, actually. They go to church every Sunday. So I've started to kind of go and, you know, learn a bit more about Christian faith and stuff. And it's something, obviously, it's just a learning curve with things. But I like to think that, you know, with Mum not being here, Mum passed away in 2016, you know, there's something bigger than just us here on this planet. And so I started to go to church with them every Sunday when I'm home.
Right, okay.
Which is different, you know, because throughout my life I've been up and down and anything and everything, and but it's something I feel quite comfortable with them there. You know, I've tried different things and kind of gone into different things and just been really anxious, really like, oh, this isn't, you know, when it's not for you.
Yeah.
But went in there, and it's just nice because it's like it's nothing bad, you know, what's getting taught and stuff, or what's getting talked about, and it's just the minister Ian, fantastic guy, Rev they call him, you know, he's the Rev or the chapel for a couple of football teams. So we met him. I actually met him one time. We were doing something for a football team, and he came up, oh, Luke, how's it going, mate? I says, oh, good, mate, how are you? I didn't know he was a minister, so I'm cursing and swearing in front of him, and like, effing this, effing that, you fucking CUNT, whatever. But there was no judgment, you know, and that's, I've always
just took you through your work.
Yeah. And I always thought there was always going to be this judgment when I went in, and I'd maybe burst into flames, right? So,
which is probably most likely, yeah.
But yeah, it's just something that I like to. It's almost like a reset at the end of the week. Sometimes, if I'm home on a Sunday, I get to do it with, you know, people that I love, you know, Jodie and Stu and the kids and stuff. So.
I've had a few friends that have started doing that, like, you know, learning the Christian faith and going to church, and they just say they find it very rewarding. Like, gives them a purpose, a nice bit of peace in their life. Like, really brings all the anxiety down, gives them a sense of like their belonging and why we're here. And yeah, so I resonate with you a bit there, because I've heard it from people that I would never thought would ever go to church. And they go, and it's like made them a much better person, like a much better understanding, reasonable, sort of level-headed. It just brings them down a peg, you know, makes you realise where you are in the world, I guess.
I think so, mate. And it's not like, I'm not going to be like a full-blown, you know, shouting in the high street, you know, do this, do that.
You're not going to have the praise God signs with the speakers going.
No, I ain't never seen ever. You know? I've probably done worse, but you know, I just like to, like you say, it's that inner peace. You know, that's what I think we all look for in life, isn't it?
Inner peace is a big thing. Yeah. You know, I always said you always judge your inner peace, right? You get in bed at night and you stare at the ceiling just before you're about to go to sleep. And if you're thinking of something that's pissing you off or getting under your skin, that's where your inner peace is fucked. You know, it's always that 10 to 10 minutes, it might take you 10 minutes, half an hour, just before you drift off. And you look at the ceiling and you're like, you bastard. Like, something's just got your inner peace. Yeah. If you can get in bed and have none of those thoughts, that's where you're at peace with your inner peace. That's why I always describe it to people like that's your inner peace when you go to bed.
Yeah. That's true, mate. And I don't know about you, but see if you've had a busy day and you're like, see when you go to bed, like, I giggle when I get into bed. Like, I'm like giggling because I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so nice. Wow, this feels amazing. And that's me. Then I'm out Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like zonked out for
In
like,
your happy place.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's so nice, man. Oh, so saying the guys, I can't wait to get to bed tonight, man. Just giggle myself to sleep, which is a good way to be.
yeah,
sometimes.
it is. It is.
It's better than crying myself to sleep, which I've done quite a lot as well. But
Yeah, we all have, man.
yeah,
We all
yeah.
have.
So that's Jodie and Stu, and really good people, and then other sister Nikki, fantastic. They've just had twins a couple of years ago.
Lovely.
So unbelievable. She's married to her husband Jamie, really nice guy. But yeah, the twins are so much fun, man. It's like, because I've got my son now, Koa, so we spend a lot of time together.
Yeah. You're all just like sort of having sprugs all over the place, which is nice. All similar ages, I would imagine.
Yeah. So Koa's a year and a half there, just turned 2
Lovely.
a couple months ago. And then youngest brother Harry, he's got a little boy, Oakley, I think he's 5 or 6. So all kind of young, and they're all growing up together and stuff. So, which is mad to think, I still feel like I'm 18 years old with no responsibilities in the world. But
Yeah.
the reality of it is, I'm a 40-year-old guy with a kid, houses, mortgages, bills, etc., to pay off. And but again, it comes down to that. At the end of the day, can you go to sleep and kind of giggle yourself to sleep? And I'm able to do that at the moment, which is quite nice. So
that is good. That is good. So when were you born then? 1984?
1984, yeah.
Which makes you 40.
40. In November 22nd, so I'll be 41.
You're nearly 41.
Nearly 41, mate.
Still doing Strongman.
Yeah, stupidly.
Jeez, man. I mean, I retired when I was 29 and I thought I was doing well.
Was that when you retired?
I was 29, man. Yeah, I retired when I was 29 and I was fucking broken at 29. I did not want to do another competition. Yeah. I was just broke. I had enough. Mentally, physically, just like, I can't do this any longer. Yeah. So 41, fuck my life. Jeez, man.
It's daft when you think about it. It was funny because this year at Worlds, I think I was the oldest competitor. And I'm like, how did that happen? How the fuck am I?
That can't be a nice feeling.
No. It's pretty tough, but I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life, which is
you look great.
Thank you.
You look good.
I don't know. It's just like I love to compete. I love to, I don't know, just lift, and I don't know. It's something it's just in me at the moment, and I really enjoy it. And fortunately, I feel like I'm still I'm getting stronger, which is nice. I just won Britain's Strongest Man this year at 40, which is going up against guys that's 24, 25. I'm like, you're still life in the old boy yet, boys. Come on. Which is nice because then you can have a wind up with the younger boys or the younger lads that are kind of coming on the scene. And it's so funny to think, like I say, almost 41 years old, doing deadlift world championships. Then we've got in October the Glasgow Giants Live, which is the log press world record attempt there. So log press has gone really well. Training, hit a 200 kilo Viper a few weeks back.
Bloody hell.
So
for those that don't know, a Viper press is where you just lift it from the floor straight to your overhead.
Yeah.
No messing, no like pause.
No, just straight.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I was pretty chuffed. So
fuck.
I'm doing I just pressed a stone that's never been pressed over a head before.
I saw that. It was 150 something kilo, 154 kilo, was it?
Stone, yeah.
That's cool, man, because that stone lifting is very rife in Scotland, isn't it? It's like the heritage really goes back.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Doesn't it? I love all the backstory of the manhood stones.
Yeah.
And people won't really realise this, but almost World's Strongest Man was sort of like a descendant sport of like the Highland Games. And I think it's pretty cool. I've learned a lot. I did the Strongest Man in History show, travelled a lot around Scotland, and some of these manhood stones are crazy. And for the manhood stones, for people that don't know, it's basically a stone they'd have in the village or town, isn't it? And the boys growing up, they weren't deemed a man until they could lift this stone. That was the case, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's just pretty cool.
But you did, I remember a couple of years ago, you came up to the Highland Games.
Yes.
And you did the the Inverness manhood stone.
Yes.
You threw it over the 4 foot.
By the skin of my teeth.
It's a difficult one.
It is.
Because your bicep was pretty buggered then as well. So, I mean, and it was pouring with rain as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, nothing. There was no really good conditions to that day.
Yeah, that's Scotland for you. That's that's when lifting. But it's so cool, these stones are still there. You know, they've been there for like centuries.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if you think you're strong, go and give it a little tickle and see what happens.
That's a good thing about the Scot. I bet it's like a general talk in the school, isn't it? Like the manhood stones, like bet you can't lift the Dinny stones up the road, you know. Yeah. And I bet they'll like talk about it, compete for it. It's cool as man.
Funny.
It's cool.
There's a guy, you haven't heard of him, a boy Andy Crawford. He's from the northeast, and he's a teacher. But he's one of the most fantastic stone lifters, natural stones. He's incredible.
Okay.
He does this thing. He picks them up and he does like basically a stone limbo. So he balances on his chest, takes it off, puts it up on his shoulders, whatever. So he set me the challenge of the Ardvorlich stone, this one that's never been pressed.
Yeah.
So Martins has done it before. He tried to press it, but he didn't manage to do it. So I was, it's cool, no worries, I'll give it a go. So I managed to do it. And he's like, next one, apparently there's a stone in the islands, 205 kilos that a boy, Big Donald, pressed back in the day. You know, so there's
there's always the Chinese whispers, the stories get exaggerated several times over.
There's no way someone's pressed a 204 kilo stone above their head. You know, like, you never know.
You never know.
I'd highly doubt it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that'll be a little challenge, a little side quest to to do. And then there's new stones getting set all the time. So there's the old school stones, you know, like the Dinny, the Inverstone, and all these ones. But now there's like a new modern lifting stones that guys are placing. There's a quite a cool one called I think it's Old Red, they call it.
Old Red.
So it's 162 kilo stone. It's like a rusty coloured stone. So that'll probably be the next one. Be nice to do it with Big Tom, you know, go down and try and press it. And because again, it's like you're in the middle of a marsh, you know, trying to pick up a stone, which is it's just daft. It's
I did this trip with my dad, didn't I? The North Coast 500, and one of the first stones I did was at the base of Ben Nevis. No, not Ben Nevis. It was Hope Lock or something like that. It was in between a mountain and a lock, anyway.
Right.
I'm sure it was Ben something.
Yes, I think I remember. I think I seen.
And
it.
right at the base was this. It was to this day the most scenic place I've ever been to. Just this one spot. I had like this waterfall coming down this mountain, next to a lock, like beautiful grasslands. The views were incredible. And me and my dad and the cameraman there, and we lifted this stone. And when I put it down, like the thrill that came over me, like, I don't know, it's just so weird. It was like a stone that had been there for 1,000 years, and you're picking it up and like replicating what people have done over and over again. It was really, really, like really rewarding, really weird how it just like this euphoria, like, wow, got me hyped up for the rest of the trip, go and find some more stones.
Because that primal, it takes you back to that primal days, isn't it?
It is, very primal.
You ever had to do it or you weren't a man. Like, you know what I mean?
That was exactly what I was thinking. It was like, if I don't lift this, I'm a fucking pussy, basically. You know, travelled all this way and I don't fucking pick this stone up.
Geez. And trying to get your dad as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't let him down, man.
I know.
It's cool, yeah. So that's, you know, I guess Scotland's quite notorious for that, you know, the stones, and it's cool to be part of that. And, you know, doing these things, it's another thing for like doing strength. You know, it's like, that's what I enjoy now. It's like pushing my body at 40 odd years old. So how much more can I keep pushing it, and what can I do with it? And I just want to carry on. I just say, like, I want to be there when Tom gets his 6th title. Yeah. You know, if you can get 6 titles.
And you want to be there competing with him, you mean?
Yeah, definitely. That'd be so cool, man. Yeah. Just because I've got the first one, you know, tattooed on my arm. Yeah. That was the first moment Tom won, when he beat Brian to stop Brian from getting his number 5.
Yeah, I was there for that. That was a beautiful moment, a really beautiful moment.
And during COVID and the pandemic and everything.
Yeah. Well, I remember it was all the stress and strains of loads of things, and I could see how much pressure was on Tom as well. There's so much pressure on him. And I remember just before, he was like looking up at the sky. because he does this thing where he like talks to his mum, doesn't he? And, you know, just gives her a little nod. And I saw him do that a few times. And then he wins the contest, and straight away, first thing he does, fucking straight up to the sky. It's like, love you, mum.
Unbelievable.
It was beautiful, mate. And then you come in, embrace. And,
Mate, it's insane. Obviously, you've been there and felt all that emotions.
Yeah.
Just, I can't imagine like that moment of being world's strongest man. It must be fucking mental, man. You're like literally the strongest man.
It's pretty nuts. It's like I describe it as one of the most euphoric feelings I've ever felt in my life.
Really?
Like probably on par with like the day one of your kids is born. It probably, if I'm being honest, way better. It was fucking great, honestly. It's so good. It's so good because it's like it's the childhood dream title.
Yeah.
You know, were you the same at school? It was. You always had the argument like who's the hardest, wouldn't you? You'd always have the fights and whatever. Yeah. But the argument always came back, especially with like the older kids and my brother. Who's the fucking strongest? That was always the conversation at school. Who's the strongest? Arm wrestling, because you couldn't always hit someone in the face. You know, so what's the next best thing? Right, who's the strongest? Like, how better to beat up on a man's ego than to lift more weight than him? So yeah, that was it. Was living out a childhood dream, and I'm sure Tom had those same sort of feelings.
Jeez, oh man, yeah. It's just, I love him. I don't know, when he competes and you get to be part of it because you just being brothers. It's like that unconditional love that you're feeling everything. It's like, jeez, oh man. You're looking at how are you that strong, you big bastard? It's
I can't imagine that the feel. I mean, when you see a pal do well, like you feel good and you're like, oh, well done, mate. But for your fucking brother, man, that must be really overwhelming.
Oh, jeepers, man! It's like I remember after the first time we came back and we had like a little party celebration, big party celebration, whatever, and like Tom, he's brought a few bottles of beer, whatever, down. We had a few drinks, whatever, a bit tipsy. And I'm just sat, like, looking at him, like, he's just dancing, doing the worm or doing the whatever. I'm like, that guy's the world's strongest man. That is fucking nuts. Just overcoming emotion. I'm quite an emotional person anyway, but, like, just to think that, and then I start thinking, don't know about you, but, like, having Koa, it then changes your mindset as well, thinking about my dad. Like, how mad must be for my dad to see his boys. Like, one of them's won Britain's, Europe's a couple of times, and then his other boy is 3 times world's strongest man. Wow,
that's a proud dad.
It's like
you've given him some experiences that not many dads will experience, like seeing the son become so successful in that respect. I've done it with Max. It's one of the most rewarding things. When you see your son succeed at something and do well in something, it's the most rewarding thing you will ever get in your life. Seeing your son do well. The most rewarding.
Oh, it's so cool to see with Max, just because we've known Max since he was since he was born, as a little boy, man, and seen him smashing the deadlifts and just
he's doing good, man.
It's class, man.
Boy,
It's and that's all you want, isn't it? Just for your boy, your kids, whatever, to find something that they're passionate about, they can find joy in, and again that peace, and just be passionate about something. It's so important, I think. So that's for Koa. That's whatever he wants. If he wants to be fucking whatever it is he wants to be. If he wants to bake cakes for a life,
postman, definitely. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm the same. You got to let them crack on. You got to let them find their own way.
And just try and guide them.
There was that little bit inside you that was like, I hope he does fucking screw
of course. I hope he's a big fucker. With some big biceps and a bit of a six pack would be nice.
That's it.
It comes in handy now and again when you're out in the pub and that. And
I
remember the good old days. So it's ripping the shirt off, and I don't go to the pub now anymore, but I used to, when I was younger and that, and after a few beers, I was just a twat. Because I used to have all these popper shirts, the popping buttons, whatever. It was
Kappa.
Kappa.
Is it Kappa, the trackies that would rip off?
I didn't wear them out in the pub so much.
I used to love them.
They were good.
Yeah, you'd rip them off, wouldn't you? Bit of a gag.
Oh man, I had
Kappas.
this.
It was Kappas, wasn't it?
It was. What did I? It was. whenever I used to come back from offshore, like, so I used to like work away quite a lot, do like 3 weeks, come back for a weekend and then go away again. But I used to always go in, there was a shop, it was like USC or something it was called, and I used to get like Diesel jeans. Remember Diesel?
Oh, yeah.
It was like, you were cool.
They were the boss, yeah.
So I used to go and buy a new pair of jeans and a shirt. I bought this one shirt, it was a popper shirt.
Right.
I used to be able to tense my chest, it popped open. I remember I used to wear that all the time down in Aberdeen when I used to go out drinking, and that was my thing. I'd pop it open and
never see you in anything else but that shirt.
No, that was it. That was class, man. That was oh man, those were the good days and just daft. But I mean, yeah, the offshore kind of industry and stuff. You know, it was just. I did that for like 17 years working on oil rig.
Before we get to that, let's go back to your childhood a little bit. So born 1984, so started school, like 1988, 89, something like that.
Yeah.
Primary school, what was that like for you? Were you always a big boy? Were you bigger than the other kids? Were you stronger? Did you eat more?
Yeah, I mean, I was always quite a big lad. You know, I played a lot of football from the age of probably,
So football for the Americans listening in is soccer.
Soccer, yeah. So played a lot of that from about 6, 7. Started to go to like football clubs, and then started to meet other guys, kids that played football, and kind of got quite friendly, and that was my thing. And then, I was bigger, but not like abnormally bigger than anyone. Just maybe a bit chunkier kind of guy, whatever. And I remember going into secondary school. And my mum, she was like an active lady. So she used to do like star jumps, push-ups, press-ups in the morning, sit-ups. So like, you're influenced by what you see,
Yeah,
so
of course.
my mum was doing 100 sit-ups and then she'd do her star jumps or push-ups, whatever. So then I started to replicate that, so I'd do that and like I'd do 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups. And then I kept building it up, and like, over the course of like 6 months, I was banging out like hundreds of push-ups in the morning before school.
Wow, okay.
I had this like 6-pack at like 12 or 13 years old. That was my thing, and I just wanted to keep doing that. And all I could think about, again, was kind of around that time seeing that photo, was like going to the gym. I just wanted to go to the gym. I was buying like, like Flex magazine and stuff. Like, how can I get... And I used to buy the wee dumbbells from Argos, like
we've all had that.
Yeah, and just getting the biceps pumped up, and then looking into protein. How can I get more protein content in the diet? And it was like Cyclone. I don't even remember. It was like the English rugby team used this protein shake, whatever it was called. It was years ago, 20 years ago, whatever. So I started taking that. I was like, big fucker then. This was before I went to the gym. This was just me doing my little workouts. And then came 16, and I think by that time I'd been kicked out of school. Got kicked out of school when I was 15. I made a...
Really?
Yeah, I was a bit of a... I started drinking quite early. I was like 13, 14 when you start drinking.
Join the club.
Yeah, it's like that was the day, that was the generation that we were from, wasn't it? It was, you go down to the rugby club, tennis club, whatever, a couple of bottles of cider and just be blazing drunk all the time. But then in school, I was quite intelligent, but just not, maybe I didn't conform to...
Not committed.
Yeah.
You were there because you had to be, not because you wanted to be.
Exactly, yeah. So then made a website up about the teachers.
Did you?
Yeah, so it wasn't just me, it was 3 of us. So
you horrible bastard.
I know, I was a bad fucker.
Fucking A.
So it was myself, a boy Colin, and Ewan, the guy that works for us. He's like, does our managing, whatever.
Yeah, he builds your websites. The cunt.
But I was the only one stupid enough to have my name on the website. So,
fucking hell, Luke.
So I was in school, whatever, 15 years old. And the website was like, everyone was talking about it. I'm like, oh, fuck.
And what? Tell me about this website. What was on there?
It was like, so we put on...
You're calling them pedos or something.
Basically, yeah. It was like, So we'd like have like lookalikes of teachers compared to animals. This teacher shagging this student. And then there was like a forum of people that could write their own messages, So
yeah. So everyone was loving it.
You can imagine in school, because it was like This was before like Facebook or anything.
Yeah.
So I thought it was like Mark Zuckerberg, whatever. So anyway, ironically enough, I was in my computing class.
Yeah.
And everyone's laughing and giggling.
So everyone was on it.
Yeah, and then the teacher,
Bastards.
he's like, "What's going on?" I was, "I don't know, sir, I don't know," panicking. And then he saw my name on the website. He's like, "Get through, there's another room." So he starts shouting at me, I had to go through. I couldn't stop laughing because I hadn't seen all the stuff that people had been posting. And then the head teacher, we call him the rector, the head teacher, Mr. Stevens, he came on the tannoy system. He said, "Mr. Stoltman, my office immediately and bring your bag."
You knew what was coming.
And he printed out all the stuff on the website. And he started reading it out to me.
I bet you were fucking pissing
I
yourself.
couldn't stop laughing.
Because kids are hilarious. They're so brutally honest.
I couldn't stop laughing. And it made him worse then. He's screaming and bawling, "Get out of my school, you'll never set foot back here." I was, "I don't fucking want to be here anyway, it's a shite place." So then I had to leave. And there was a payphone, I think, just down the road from the school. I phoned my mum. I said, "Mum, I've been kicked out of school." So she had to come pick me up, and then I had to go to, it was like a technical college then.
For
50.
naughty boys.
Yeah. So that was a bit tough.
So 15, so like almost like getting towards the end of high school anyway.
Yeah. So I was like, "Fuck it, that's what it
fuck
is.
it, yeah.
Don't need this shit." Went to college. Didn't last there very long, but when I was 16, then started working. So I was doing like factory work. So I used to work in a fish factory.
Fish factory? What, skinning fish? What were you doing?
Skinning fish, cutting heads off salmon. So that was my thing. So it was like just like hundreds of salmon a day, just chopping that. And then what we'd do sometimes is in the heads of the salmon, obviously the salmon eyes, you'd rip them out and you'd throw them at the supervisors. And they'd stick to the back. So then you're like, "Oh, you got eyes on us, have you, mate?" And then they'd cotton on to it, and then you'd get punished by, there was this thing called pin boning. So like the salmon fillets would come out, and you'd have a pair of tweezers, and you have to pull the wee bones out.
Yeah.
Oh, that was brutal, man. It was like,
that was the punishment. You got that job if you were being a twat.
Yeah. So we were, me and like two other guys working with, we were there all the time. It was tough, man. It was.
So it's just like it's like growing up into another school. Being told off constantly and punished. Like that was your isolation room.
That's what it was, yeah. Oh, man, and it just stunk. I don't like the fish factories. You'd come home and you'd have like scales all over your arm, and like the girlfriend at the time, I used to go to hers after, and we'd be like pulling scales off my wrist and stuff.
Oh, fuck,
it was disgusting. It was,
I bet that stank as well. Like, I bet you stank.
Oh, just disgusting. Yeah, worse than I normally do. So it was tough, but again, it's like your introduction into like the grown-up world, you know, because in that factory there was like all different personalities. You know, I went in again quite.
Well, imagine in the Highlands, especially that sort of setting, I bet there's some fucking lads.
Proper
blokes, spitting sawdust, fisticuffs, all the swear words.
Yeah, it was
a lot.
It was good fun, you know. It was good. It was like a right eye opener to like real life, what real life was, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do this all my life. So then, I was 16, did that for a couple of years. But in that time, I joined the gym, when I was 16, joined the gym, like you say. And there was a guy that I used to work with in the fish factory, a guy, Mike. He had a really big bench press, he was like benching like over 100 kilos, so 2 plates aside. So I was like, I can fucking do that, man, whatever. So then he's like, look, if you think you can come with me to the gym, let's see what you can lift. So we put on, I think it was 60, managed to do 60, okay, and put on 100. You take it off and it just pins you down.
Yeah.
And it's just that most humbling feeling.
It is.
I'm like, oh man, I'm such a loser. And then that made me, just want to get stronger and keep going. So with the fish factory, I used to always go into the gym as well. And it was just that good fun, it was like drinking every weekend, partying every weekend, going in with a hangover to the fish factory, spewing up in the toilets in the fish factory, going to the gym, going back out partying again, girls, whatever, all that kind of, just that lifestyle, you know, that because I was young.
Yeah,
It was,
that sort of age, you go through a whirlwind of, you get fixated on stuff, don't you? Like you work all week just so you can go out on that Friday, Saturday night and have a mint time, shag a few birds, get absolutely whaled. Yeah. We've all done it, man.
Yeah, that was it. That was just, it was an easy, happy life.
Yeah.
No worries. And that was how it was for a good few years. And, you know, like I say, I started after 16, did that for a couple of years. Dad, he worked in the oil rigs. So like he said, look, we can get you a job in the oil rigs if you want. I was like, right, sweet, no bother. So a week after I turned 18, don't know if you've seen it, you have to do this survival course. You get dropped in a helicopter in the swimming pool. So it's like a makeshift, like a helicopter body, and then they drop you in this water underwater. Then you've got to escape through the windows and stuff and do all this, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
So they got me that for my 18th birthday.
What, that experience?
No, it was to go offshore. That was like, I needed that ticket to go offshore.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yes.
So is that like something you sign up for? You have to do that to get considered?
Yeah, so it's like a safety course. So you have to be able to pass that. So it's like,
so you pay for that?
Pay for that.
Yeah.
So it's whatever it is. I don't know how much it is now, but so I had to go down. It was like a week course I had to do.
Yeah.
Did that. I mean, it's pretty fail safe. You know, you're going to pass it. You just have to be able to not be a complete idiot. And you know,
which is quite hard these days.
Yeah, I mean, some of us struggle more, which is a worry in today's society. But so yeah, I turned 18 on November 22nd, December. I did this course, and then I think like the 10th of December, I was in a helicopter flying offshore in the oil rigs. So that was it.
You
was
were
like,
off.
Done.
Yeah.
So it was a bit like the helicopter, like you're flying in the winter time in the North Sea out to an oil rig.
Yeah.
So it's stormy, it's like windy, rainy, and I'm like 18 years old, absolutely crapping my pants in this helicopter. You lift off, it's like hovering around, and then it just takes off, and within 10 minutes you're flying over the sea.
Yeah.
Windy.
It's fast, aren't they?
Oh, aye.
Faster than you think.
Yeah. And then landing on the helipad, like an hour in the helicopter, landing the helipad, and then you're in the middle of the North Sea for like 2 weeks. So I'm like,
jeez, man.
Fucking hell, this is wild. Like, I remember phoning my mum. Because back then we didn't have, you had to pay for your phone calls. You had to buy a phone card.
Oh, right,
on the
okay,
rigs, you know, so it was like
in prison.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. I mean, prison conditions was probably better. So you went in, had a bunk bed, you know, just bottom bunk, top bunk, whatever, shared a room with a guy who'd been offshore for like 20 odd years, whatever. I'm like, fucking phoning my mum. I was like, Mum, I don't know if this is for me. She's like, look, there's nothing we can do. You're in the middle of the North Sea. Just suck it up.
Come and get me, Mum.
I might get a taxi
Come
home.
pick me up.
But you were stuck. It was like, so that was that. And I remember, you know, offshore, fortunately, you get plenty of food, you get free food.
Yeah.
There's always a gym there. So I was like, fuck it, right, I'll get down to the gym tonight, go and do a bit of chest. And I go down to the gym. It's just quite a small gym, but there was a guy running on the treadmill just in his Y-fronts, just in his pants. I'm like, what's going on here? Why are you running in your pants, mate? This is weird. So I didn't want to make eye contact with him because I thought I might get raped or something. I don't know. I was like, geez, this is wild. What is going on? So I did a quick chest workout, went back. But then it was like really long shifts. So you're like doing 6 till 9. You know, it was like,
geez, you know, like 14, 15-hour shifts.
Yeah. So like you got paid per hour. So like the more hours you got signed for your timesheet, the better. So you'd be up 5 o'clock in the morning, turn to or turn up for your shift at 6, work through, go till 9 o'clock at night, then go to the gym.
Jesus, you do that for 2 weeks solid. Is it 2 week stints?
2 to 3 weeks, whatever it was. But it was called ad hoc, so it was just kind of job dependent. So it was like I'd go away maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks, home for a few days, away again, back and forth.
Do you mind me asking what the money's like? What was the money like in the fish factory when you were sort of 16 to 18?
I think I was getting probably £5 an hour, £5.50.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So that was fucking dirty work, dirty money as well.
But when I went offshore, because I was like the lowest of the low, I was getting the same pay. I wasn't getting any. I was getting, I think it was £5.50 to be in an oil rig.
Fuck.
But because I was working 15 hours a day,
Yeah, you were lapping it up.
yeah, getting more money, and it was like every day you got paid.
Yeah,
Wasn't paid, and it wasn't spending any money. So
yeah, so food's free, accommodation's free. You just there's nothing to spend it on, other than phone calls to your mum.
Right. But then I found out a way that you could phone up the switchboard and ask for a reverse call to the office, and they'd ask for the number to the office. So I just give my mum's number, so I didn't have to pay then. You know,
You bastard.
Yeah, so
she paid like 20 quid a call. Yeah, you twat.
I know. Sorry, mum. Whatever. But so yeah, I mean, but it did get. You know, you could. I mean, geez, one of the last jobs I was on, because I only gave up offshore in 2019. So, but one of the last projects I was on, like there was guys on, I think 2,500, maybe 3,000. Someone said there was a guy on £2,500 a day, I think. He was like the head boy, you know.
Yeah. So in charge of everyone, obviously a high up job, yeah.
Yeah. So it was like new oil rigs we were building in the sea. So it was like we'd be in South Korea or Malaysia or wherever it was, building the modules.
Wow.
And then they'd ship the modules back to the North Sea, and then we'd do all the pipe work, the hookups for the pipe work in between.
Yeah.
So there was like 600-700 people on this one job in the middle of the sea, which is wild, you know. It's like just mental, you know, like all the different characters, and everyone's a hero as well, you know. Like it was like being at a strongman competition, basically. You know, in the tea shack, it's like everyone's got personalities.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the biggest, I'm the strongest, and that's what it was like on the rigs as well. So, but it was good. It was like it kind of allowed me to pay for like strongman to do that. I think it was the year you won it out in Botswana. I was on the oil rig, and the bad weather came in. I was supposed to get home on Friday and fly out on Tuesday, but the fog came in. So
get back on Friday and fly out Tuesday to World's Strongest Man.
But I didn't. The bad weather came in, so it was fog up until Tuesday. So it was up off Shetland. I was working, so I had to fly in straight to Aberdeen, straight out to Botswana.
Wow.
Yeah. So
no time at home.
No time at home. No, it was like
fuck my
just
life.
Straight out. Yeah. As I remember coming down, I think it was in Joburg. I still had my kind of offshore clothes on, my offshore kit bag, coming down seeing Brian, and you know, just all in the good gear and everything. I'm like, this is fucking shit, man. Just wanted to go home for that.
I can't imagine, like, because you're doing like 3-week stints out on the oil rigs. So how long would you be home for?
If it was 3 weeks, it'd be a week at home.
Okay, so 3 weeks on, a week off. So you're out there probably 40 weeks of the year easily.
Yeah.
And all that trade. So was the food any good? Was it?
Food was decent, yeah.
It was like, so like steaks, chicken, all that.
Yeah, yeah. It was like joints of meat.
Was it all catering, or could you like pay for it, you know, premium stuff?
No, it was all catered. It was all just like a big galley. You'd go in, whatever the food was.
Big pile of protein, big pile of veg.
Basically, yeah.
Help yourself.
Yeah, that was it.
So yeah, the conditions were not ideal.
No.
You know, 3 weeks, 40 weeks of the year, you're on an oil rig, confined to just working 16, 17 hour days. That must be absolutely tiring, mate. And then, when did you start Strongman then? So you go in the gym from age 16, I carried all the way through. When did you start the Strongman?
So I think it was 2013, my first competition. That was the first time I competed in Scotland's Strongest Man. That was the first time I won it. You know, I entered it the first time and won it the first time.
Yeah,
so,
wow. Okay.
So that was pretty cool.
So training off in the rigs, how did you, was Facebook a thing then? It was just coming in like 2007, 2008, wasn't it? Just getting,
yeah.
So you were like looking around, seeing what people are doing, obviously watching World's Strongest Man on probably YouTube or Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that was it. And I remember watching UK's Strongest Man, because it was a Scottish boy. I think you won it, and it was Ken Nowicki.
Yeah.
He came second, I think. Yeah. So
it
I remember that was pretty cool. Jeez, fair play to Ken. And then the first year we did the qualifier for Scotland's Strongest Man. Ken was there, you know, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's Ken. Jeez, he came second to Eddie. Fuck me, man. And I ended up beating him, and I ended up, you know, winning the qualifier. I thought, oh, geez, it's weird. I just done 3 weeks, whatever, offshore, and I'm beating these guys. It's strange.
So how did you get into it? Is it something you saw? Was it a family member or a friend? How did you enter Strong? What was your first contest? How did you get into that?
So there was, so we're from Invergordon, and the nearest city is Inverness. You know,
Inverness,
it's a city, I say. So there was a local gym there that ran a competition called, it was a deadlift competition. The deadlift shall rise.
Okay.
So it was like max weight wins, whatever. So we'd entered that, and it was based on weight, body weight.
Okay, yeah.
But I ended up pulling the heaviest weight in the day. It was like 320 kilos. There was maybe 20 people watching, you know, and I'm ripping my shirt off, like, easy, whatever. And the guy that came second, he actually works, he's one of the directors for Cerberus. You know, Cerberus,
Okay,
Peter,
yeah.
really nice guy. So Peter was there. So he came second. He came up and spoke to me. He says, you ever thought about doing Strongman? I'm like, what you, shut up, man. Strongman. That's like Eddie and Ken and all these boys. I'm not a strongman. I'm just I work in the rigs, just want to have a six-pack. He said, no, you should. So anyway, he convinced me to do the qualifier.
The Scotland
Strongest Man qualifier. So I'd never pressed a log before then, never did an Atlas stone, like, didn't really know what I was doing. And just went down there, managed to press, I just missed 150 kilo log press. But I won basically most of the events and loaded, I think it was up to 180 kilo stone first time doing it.
Wow.
So it wasn't bad, you know.
Yeah, that's a talent.
And I was quite fit, and like I was, you know, I did a lot of running, a lot of like hypertrophy stuff in the gym. You know, my deadlift was quite good, squat was good, bench press was good. So I thought maybe there's something there. And then actually, from winning the qualifier, I got invited to, it was the Gateshead. It was a Gateshead competition. I think it was.
Is that Newcastle upon Gateshead?
Yeah. Were you competing? It was a deadlift attempt there, I think, and it was the first time doing a yoke.
Oh, that's humbling.
That is brutal, man.
Yeah, the very first time you pick one up, it's very humbling.
Like 400 kilos, 420 kilos, whatever.
Yeah.
I started going backwards with it. This is brutal, man. So then that's when your eyes really open to, right, I need to, if I want to do this and I've got a chance to do something good here.
Got to train it.
Let's invest in buying the equipment. So that's when I started putting money into buying equipment. Later on that year, did the final in Scotland's Strongest Man. Won that, and then won Scotland's for the next 5 years in a row. So, and then from that, you know, as you do Britain's Strongest Man,
you progress,
whatever. And then Big Tom came along as well, and I think he won Scotland's in 2019. I think it was. That's when he beat me, a big bugger.
He beat you at Scotland's Strongest Man, so you lost your title to your little brother.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Never.
That must have hurt.
Still not recovered. It's probably where all the depression comes from, mate. But it was just, and you know how it's like such a whirlwind of like, I'm just on this train, just on this journey. Like I don't want to get off. Like but like I had to do like a Britain's Strongest Man or Europe's Strongest Man or Worlds, and then I'd come back on the Sunday, get home on Sunday, pack my bag and go offshore Monday again. So it's that high, you're so high.
Yeah.
And then you
Back
drive
down to reality.
5 o'clock check-in to go.
That's the thing with these competitions, man. You have these massive highs, top of the world, and then the next day you're fucking changing nappies or fucking, at work, mulling your dick off. It's horrible.
It's not nice.
It's horrible. Those highs and lows are tough.
Yeah, it is really, like back then, I'm good now because like, I feel like I've got a better level, if that makes sense. It's not so much manicness.
Yes.
But back then it was just, took me days to come out. And then you've got a job to do, you know, you're in oil rig. You've got to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Time to celebrate or nothing, have you?
And you think you're like, all the boys would be like, "Oh, it was class, mate," but they don't care. They're depressed as well because
Yeah,
there's nothing around.
yeah, shut the fuck up and lift that fucking whatever up.
Get on with it, you daft. So that was it. Yeah, kind of that whole lifestyle of like, again, you know, you doing the truck mechanic, weren't you? And
Yeah.
it's like doing that like with Strongman, and like there has to be a point where you say enough's enough. I've got to,
It's such a tough game to break from working, because when you're a full-time when you're an athlete, when you're doing these competitions, like for instance, you know, I won UK Strongest Man 2011. And as you say, you get back into work and well done, Ed. Right, there's a fucking gearbox there that needs fucking changing. Like, they don't really give a fuck.
No.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're just another employee. You gotta carry on with your job, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the fucking harsh reality of it. It's so fucking hard. Yeah, I would say, I mean, I quit my job the very start of 2015. And that was when I had a bit of savings. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to quit my job and go full time and see if I can win the world's strongest man, you know. And it was, but right up until that point, it was fucking miserable. I was probably the most miserable I've ever been in my life during that working period. You know, working 60 hours a week plus the strong man and whatever else. I mean, some weeks, luckily I could quit the doors the last few years, but I was working 80 hours a week with all the door work and everything. And it was just, with the training as well, I was killing myself. I remember coming home from work, the last year of work, like 2014, that last year of working. And every single day I come home and I sit on the couch, head in the hands like this. Alex would be like, "You all right?" I'm like, "No, I fucking hate my life. Like, I fucking hate my life. I don't want to get up tomorrow. I just want to fucking end myself." It was so fucking bad. But you'd get up at 5 o'clock every morning, go to work your 12-hour shift, do your training, come home and be fucking bollocks every fucking day. It was miserable. Miserable. And you don't make any money from it.
It's so stupid.
Do you? It's fucking ridiculous. It's changed a bit now, but yeah, you'd do all this and you'd be like, I've just spent, you know, you'd go and even back then competing for Giants Live, you know, you go and do events, it would cost you money.
Yeah.
You'd end up paying, you know, X amount in food, time off work. You'd be minus money to go and compete. And it'd be like, what? And that was right up until like 2015, that was.
Yeah.
You'd be losing money doing Strongman.
Crazy, isn't it, man?
It's fucking nuts.
So stupid. Like,
So
why?
fucking stupid.
But that's just, we're all egotistical maniacs. Like, that's what I want to be, that strongest man. And let's be that. And it's it's mental, man. Like, oh my goodness, I'm so sore. I'm so depressed. What am I doing? I'll be fine. Yeah. You wake up and oh yeah, good session today. And then come home and you're like, oh God.
Fucking hate my life.
That's what it's like. I'm not like that now, but as soon as you start kind of, like, obviously you're really busy with everything that you're doing, so you've got that responsibility now. It's all on you, so you've got to. But you can pick and choose a little bit more, which, you know, you want to pick what's right for you. Whereas before it was just you had to do what you were told, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I always say, like, I think you can get up in the morning and go and work for yourself. I think that's true happiness. Yeah. That's like, I'm going to go and conquer my day, put the money in my bank account for me. That's where the true happiness, like, sort of starts for me. Yeah. I think, getting up for these big corporate companies who make billions, you're just a fucking number. Yeah. And you go in, you know, earning your £10 an hour or whatever to go and fucking make a company millions or billions. So I thought, man, this is it's fucking shit.
It's not nice. But I guess it's finding that way, isn't it? Like the way out of that kind of matrix, whatever it is, isn't it? It's like, right, I'm 9 till 5, come home, Netflix on, have dinner, blah, and it's fine, you know. That, like, if that's, I guess we'll say there's nothing wrong with that, but some people just aren't wired that way, you know.
Yeah, no, some people are genuinely okay with that. Yeah, no, but I think most people want to break the mold. Yeah, you know, I think if everyone given the choice, you know, if we could all, I don't know, flick a switch and just have our own business, we all would. I'm pretty sure, you know.
Be nice. I mean, since Tom and I love doing it, man. It's class. You know, Tom, just, you get to have fun. Like, it is fun. It's like, oh, what are we going to do? I don't know, Tom, what do you don't know, go and lift a stone and do something stupid, or
go do some content.
yeah,
Create a new jumper, jersey. Yeah, go do some cold therapy and get some people down. There's so many avenues, isn't there?
cool. Yeah, and doing it with the big man himself. It's funny. It's just, you don't know what you're going to get out of Tom. I think he was driving up Glasgow to Snow. He's like, oh yeah, I'm just going to stop in Glasgow and get some cakes. Someone sent me a message. These cakes, they're amazing. Look, honestly, they're the best cakes in Scotland. I'm like, yeah, that's what you want, mate.
That sounds fucking great, to be honest.
I'd love some cakes.
Get a cake sponsor. Fuck me, I'd have been in my element. Cake sponsor as a strongman. Fuck my life.
Knowing Tommy probably has to pay double or something. But you know what I mean? It's just...
this one, no, because it's you. Yeah, 50 quid that cake is. Yeah.
I'll have to check the account later.
What was the turning point for you then? So you were mauling your dick, going through this hellish life, working in the oil rigs, training for strongman. You quit in 2019. What was the turn point? Because didn't Tom quit around the same time-ish?
I think it was a year or so before, I think, for Tom.
Okay, so what was the turning point for you? What made you quit your job?
It was in 2019, Tom and I made the final of World's Strongest Man for the first time, first brothers in history, and then we did the show in Dubai, Roos. So Tom got invited out to that to do like this incubator. It was like a 4-week all paid training camp almost before the competition.
In Dubai?
In Dubai, yeah.
I didn't know that. Right.
Yeah, so this is...
Was that with that Mark Boyd, was it?
Yeah, Mark and
right.
Don. Yeah. So
okay.
It was World's Ultimate Strongest Man. So he did that. I remember being stuck on an oil rig, the Alba North platform. I was in the bottom bank and my shoulders were overhanging. The beds were tiny. I'm like, this is horrendous. And then by this time they had Wi-Fi in the rig, so I was on my phone. And I saw...
They treated you, did they?
Hey,
you got that fucking Wi-Fi down
for an hour.
An hour a day, yeah.
Don't use all your data. But I remember being on Instagram or whatever it was, and Tom had posted up some stuff of him in Dubai, living the best life.
Yeah.
Getting driven around in a Rolls Royce in Dubai Mall, eating food. And I'm like, I've been doing this offshore shite for 17 years. You're out in Dubai living your best life. This is bullshit, man. So I said to myself, this is going to be my last job. I can't keep doing that. I didn't want to... It was affecting me mentally at that point. I was getting a bit of a darker place. So I can't do this anymore. I'm going to end up doing something, just whatever. So I made that decision, went out to Dubai, and I came second place in Dubai. So I beat Tom. Brian was...
Fucking got you back for that Scotland's Strongest Man when you bastard, Tom. Yeah.
And I think it was decent money. It was like...
Yeah, it was good money, yeah.
So I won a bit of cash. So then I was like, oh, okay, this might be a thing, and so by that time, in 2018, we'd opened up a gym, just a small gym.
Yeah.
So that was getting a bit of money. And then after 2019, the Worlds, we started doing our first T-shirt, our Spicy Stoltman T-shirt,
Yeah.
So that started to sell really well. And I was like, I've got to do something. Because if not, I'm going to be 50, 60-year-old, being one of them bitter people. I could have done that.
I could have done that. Yeah, I could have owned World's Strongest Man if I'd have quit my job, but I chose not to. Yeah.
I didn't want to be that person. And kind of, I guess from Tom's point of view as well, Tom trained better, did better when I was at home. So when we were both training together,
pushed each other,
So I was like, right, stuff it. What's the worst that's going to happen if... I'm not going to die, you know what I mean? So I've got a career, I had a career for 17 years. If it fails, I can easily go back, but I'm not going to do that. So I didn't renew any of my medicals, my survival tickets. I was like, I'm done. I remember putting all my, your coveralls, spoiler suit in the bin, in the garbage bag, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was just, it was the nicest feeling. I was like, I'm not going offshore anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow.
Got your life back.
Yeah. So it was so... overwhelmed, I just felt so overwhelmed that this could be a possibility. So then in end of the 2019, started doing the T-shirts, 2020. So doing YouTube, social media, t-shirts, all this stuff. And I was working more hours than I've ever worked in my life, you know, but it was like, I'm buzzing.
It's for you.
Yeah. And that was it. It was like, right, Tom, this is what we're doing. Honestly, mate, trust me, this is going to be good. You know, this goes back to our opus book, trust me, you will survive. Like, trust me, you know, this is going to be the best thing we've done. Started doing more t-shirts, started growing the business. And, you know, now, you know, we're doing okay. You know, things are going really well, we're very fortunate. So, but it was like, did that, obviously 2020 was when, obviously, the pandemic came upon us. And that was like the year I decided.
Worrying time for everybody.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm going to be a full-time strongman. World's locked down. Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So then, fortunately, there was that mortgage. You could pause your mortgages, pause your bills. And so I did all that. We got a loan, the furlough, whatever, loans from the business. So we got that. Then from that loan, we built an extension onto the gym, invested a little bit more into the business, bought more t-shirts in, started selling more and more and more. And because, you know, there was more eyes on everyone then, wasn't there?
Yeah.
On social media, and it started to go really well. And it's just gone from, strength to strength, really. And it felt so nice. So honestly, I still wake up panicking that I'm on an oil rig, though. Like, it's weird, you know.
It's one of my worst anxieties is waking up thinking I've got to go back to work. Sometimes, even now, I'll wake up and I'll be like, I'm late for work. And I'm like, I haven't fucking worked for 10 years. But it's that fear of, geez, it haunts you.
Yeah.
Fucking haunts you.
So bad. You're like, calm down. Like, it's fine. It's fine. Because like, where we are in Invergordon, there's a big port. Not a big port, but it's a deep harbour. But all the oil rigs come in to get repaired and fixed and stuff. So
every time you see one, anxiety.
Oh, I've been in that one. Oh, jeepers. Oh, God. It is. It's not, you know, it is a job, but at the end of the day, it's like you do your time. I think 17 years.
That's a long time, mate, to be 40 weeks of the year away from home, family, friends. Yeah, it's tough. That's tough.
So now we're doing this. We're competing, talks, merchandise, opening a new gym soon. So that's going to be really cool. That's getting painted at the moment, so it's going to be like a full kind of strength.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so buzzing with that one. It's going to be.
Do you notice so getting sponsors, right, is a real tough thing. And one thing I noticed is when I was working full time as a mechanic, no one would sponsor me. No, I could never get any help. Yeah. And then the second I quit my job, everyone sponsored me. And I think it was this guy's fucking serious. Like, he means business. Let's get behind him. So having a job was actually really hindering me, not just financially, as well as the sort of physicalities of being stuck doing a job for 12 hours a day. It was really holding me back in the sense of no one would sponsor me because they weren't taking you seriously. So as soon as I quit my job, literally within the month, all the sponsors came on board, and it just got serious. It just became this like, right, this is the path, and I'm pretty sure that happens with a lot of athletes. It's like you've got to be committed, or else he's still working full time. He isn't serious. Yeah. So it's like you've got to take that leap of faith sometimes to put yourself in that position. And Jesus Christ, I've got to say, when I quit my job, the difference in recovery, like my strength. Oh God, got so strong, so quick. It was like holding me back so much.
Yeah. So I remember that. I remember seeing like the progression. It was that like upward spiral for your strength. And it was like,
geez, man, yeah.
Holy.
From 2015 when I quit to 2017, my deadlift went from 420 to 500 in a year. In a fucking year, pretty much. Yeah, it just blew up. So that says what it did for my strength. And that was just through quitting my job and just, being able to take the time to sit and eat properly, sit and stretch, sit and do your recovery. It makes such a big difference. And then the business side of things, yeah, of course. It's like that. Isn't it weird though? Yeah. Like no one would even look at me for sponsorship wise. And then as soon as I quit my job, it's like, oh yeah, let's give them all this fucking money. Yeah, it was really frustrating at the time, but I was like, fuck it, this is great.
Does it make sense, though, doesn't it, from a like, obviously you've got your business, your protein and everything that you're doing, but you'd want that person to be like 100% committed. You want
100%. I don't think I would like to sponsor somebody who's got a full-time job because to me, it sort of says they're not fucking serious. I'd be like, I would give you a sponsorship if you were to quit your job and go for that. If I've got some belief in you and you quit your job and went for it, I'd probably give you a sponsorship. But there's a lot of people out there that wouldn't fucking do it. Like, because quitting your job's a big fucking deal.
Oh, jeez,
It's huge, isn't it? You got mortgage, kids, you know, it's imagine all that income you've had for 17 years just cuts off and you're like, right, you're on your own.
Yeah.
You know, it's fucking hard.
That's a good. I never thought about that though from a sponsor point of view. Yeah, like that's what you'd want. You want someone that's 100% committed.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you everything, mate. I guess I'm fully committed to you and the brand, and I'm going to be the next X, Y, and Z. And I guess, you know, with your journey, that's what a lot of people did, you know, because obviously you came out and said, I'm going to do X, Y, and I'm going to be the world's strongest man, deadlift the most ever, 500 kilos. You kind of backed it all up, which is...
That's my saying, back up your bullshit. That's literally my saying, yeah.
I still remember your... the deadlift that you did, you know, when you started with 60, 100.
Oh, the pyramid.
The pyramid.
Fuck me, man. That was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. Do you know what? Right, and this is the fucking truth. So for those who don't know, I did the pyramid set where it starts with like the bar, 60 kilo, 100 kilo. It goes up 20 kilo each side every time. So it goes like 100, 140, 180, 220, blah, 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 blah. All the way up to 420 kilo and then all the way back down. It was like 20 reps total. So I did it, got to 420 kilos, stood there, and fucking Luke had miscounted the plates. He was like, I haven't got any more plates. So we had to put it down. I had to do it all the fucking again. That was the second time I did it that day.
Oh, jeez.
I was so fucking mad at him. Like, you fucking retarded, fucking thick cunt. Honestly, you're just so fucking mad at somebody. Like, fuck. So yeah, I had to have like half an hour rest. That was the second time I'd done it that day. And mate, I couldn't walk for 2 weeks. It fucking broke me. Absolutely broke me. But still to this day, I don't think anyone has ever come close to replicating that.
I've seen a couple of people get up to like 380 maybe. And like,
have a go. Thor, fucking go for it. This is one thing, right? Strength is one thing, but I think like my endurance, for repetitions, like you put a squat for as many reps as you can, I'll always win. Yeah. Overhead for as many reps as you can. Like any rep event, I'd always fucking win it. Like my endurance, my lactic acid threshold was so fucking high. So yeah, Thor. I mean, he's doing 5'10" this weekend. Fucking, where's the pyramid video, you pussy? Come on, fucking man up.
It still comes up now and again on social media.
I love it.
It's mad because you look massive as well. Like, you must have been about 180. I don't know.
So, geez. So when I pulled the 500, 186 kilos. Yeah. And then I ended up being 196 the following year. A lot stronger. A lot heavier. But never went any heavier on the deadlift, unfortunately. But there we go.
You won't come back and do that deadlift? No.
Got no interest in it, man. I mean, imagine if I did come back, or imagine the following year I pull 501. It'd be like, oh, well done, Ed. 502, well done. You know, you've got to draw the line. The 500 was the line for me. So that's it. Set the barrier. Let it be beat. You know.
Yeah, I think it's. Someone asked us last night at the evening with that we did. Do you think Ed's going to come back and try and beat the record? I was like, I hope not, because it just doesn't. Yeah. Doesn't make any sense for me. I've achieved everything I wanted at the sport. Yeah. You know, I've set my legacy. I'm first man to deadlift 500 kilo. And I think people forget that, you know, if it wasn't for me, and this is being fucking serious, if it wasn't for me, we'd still be deadlifting 470 kilo. That's the fucking truth. Yeah. That is the fucking truth. Like, which is a nice weight to lift. It's it's not 500 kilos.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Because that's still like you broke that by, was it 45 or what?
37 kilos. Yeah. It's like a plate aside, Neil. Yeah. Like the Roger Bannister. Yeah. So Roger Bannister was the first man to run a 4-minute mile. And everyone said he was a fucking idiot, dickhead, deluded, whatever they want to call it. And then all of a sudden he did it. And it was like, what the fuck? Within 2 years, 16 other people had done it. So this impossible feat all of a sudden became possible because one man made people believe.
Crazy, man.
You know, so you're welcome, Paul.
But best of
If it
luck.
wasn't for me, you wouldn't even be fucking doing 510 kilo this weekend. But best of luck. I wish you all the luck. Friend.
Oh, fucking hell, man. Poor Thor. Jeez, oh, man. But no, I think it'll be a good show. It's excited. Excited.
Your first Britain's Strongest Man title, when was that?
This year.
Was it the first one?
That was the first one.
I thought you'd won it back in like 2020
No,
or something.
no.
Right, so you first... Oh, what does that mean to you? Because you've won Europe's, which is obviously much bigger than Britain's.
Yeah.
But I think Britain's Strongest Man has a bit of a heritage to it. You know what I mean? I think there's not a lot of people, surprisingly, there's not a lot of people that have won Britain's Strongest Man titles. It always tends to be someone's won it for like 4 or 5 years, and then, you know, it's been held for a bit. So there's very few people that have held the title. How does that feel?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, this year, again, you know, it's not all about age, but like turning 40 last year and then coming in at 40 to try and win the title and, you know, go up against the younger kind of guys competing. It just felt so good, man, because it's, again, I've been competing at Britain's I was 10, I think the 10th year I've done it. I've come third a few times and never been able to win it. It was really nice. We were chatting on the way down, actually, down here. Tom doesn't often get too emotional, but he sent me this video message, and it was one of the only times that I've seen him, like, really cry, really, like, get emotional. He's like, look, just go and fucking do it, mate. Don't listen to anyone. You're the best shape you've ever been in. You're the strongest guy there. You know how to win these fucking shows. Like, fuck all. You know, everything else that's gone on, don't worry about it. I love you. And he just started crying, and I was like, I can't let him down, man. I've got to put the big boy pants on. And, but I knew after the first event was a steeplechase, 3 sandbag steeplechase, and it killed so many guys. There was, I think, a couple of people had to pull out. Unfortunately, Luke Richardson got injured from it, or gassed out, whatever it was, you know. And Luke was looking really strong. And I knew going for the rest of the events, really good events for me. And to win it against, you know, Paddy Haynes was there, Shane Flowers, Luke Richardson, Andy Flynn, great strongman as well. Some really good athletes, and for me to win, I just felt really proud of myself. And it's nice to be able to say you're proud of yourself. You know, that's the thing, and being able to prove yourself wrong, because I don't, like, for me, I look at myself and a horrible piece of shit. That's just how I get amped up, you know, for the day, and like I want to go out and prove myself wrong, that I am strong enough, I am good enough to win that. And standing at the top of the
It was
podium.
A title you needed as well. You had a rough lead up, and as I say, you've been at it a long time, and I think it was a title you just needed. It was the right time to win that for you in your life. You know, it was a well needed, well earned title. Yeah, and it was one of the only things I could control at that part of my life. You know, was training. So again, just focusing, just being consistent in training, and I came in, like I said, in the best shape. I shifted a lot of like body fat and stuff, and you look fucking phenomenal.
It was good. You know, I felt really proud of myself, and it just felt, you know, when it's like you're just in that flow, just like everything just felt, this is easy, fine. And then the recovery aspect. You know, you touched on it. Like, I felt so good after I was back in the gym, I think Monday, Tuesday training again. So it was just, I just felt so good. You know, it was like, right, let's just crack on and get on with it. And unfortunately, I got a little bit sick after, or just before Europe's Strongest Man this year. Koa had spewed and shat on me, so got a viral infection from him. So then I think I lost about 15 kilos. I went down to 142 kilos. So.
Right, that was the vein of my life, like getting ready for contests and your kids coming back from nursery with fucking everything. And I used to say, like, could we just like keep him out of nursery whilst I compete for like 5 weeks before the show, just so I don't get fucking ill. Yeah, I feel for you, man. I used to get all sorts.
It's horrible. It's it's so contagious as well, because they're all spitting and like,
they lick door handles a lot. The fuck do they, kids?
Eating like he's got a thing that just likes eating stones. Put stones in his mouth. I'm like, what are you doing, mate? Like, you've got like some nice whatever there, strawberries, stones, licks a stone.
Hey, why not?
I'm like,
Stoltman.
He'll make a good strongman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Stones. So no, it was nice winning Britons, and just see, got a couple more shows this year, so see how that goes. Make podium. That's when I go into a show now. It's making podium. That's kind of.
We've got Battle of the Beasts.
Yes, that'll be class.
End of this month, start of October in Malta.
Buzzing for that.
Malta, sorry.
Yeah, I can't wait for it, man. It's a bit of sunshine,
Bit of sunshine, bit of fun.
Bit of fun, yeah.
I mean, just a bit of relax, get away from this pressure of competition and let's just go have a laugh and fucking put yourself out there for the TV to capture. Yeah, it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good.
Really excited. Good bunch of guys, I think, all going over, and like good characters, good personalities as well. Like I said, had a call with the director a couple of days ago, and big Gregor Edmonds was in the background.
Yeah. Greg Edmonds has done the World's Strongest Man kit for pretty much since it began. His dad, and people realise this, his dad pretty much invented Strongman.
It's mad.
It's nuts. Yeah.
Big Dougie.
Dougie Edmonds, legend.
Oh, rest in peace. He was a big man.
I remember a good story about Dougie. He fucking went to sit down on the toilet seat, and his bollocks got trapped in between. You know when the lid, the ring is like halfway down. So he sat down, and apparently his bollocks swung underneath. And he sat down and he trapped his bollocks on the toilet seat. And because he was so heavy, like 200 kilo, I'm sure I heard the story. Like firemen had to come and lift him off this fucking toilet seat because he trapped his fucking bollocks. He was a good old boy.
Poor Dougie,
He's a legend.
Gregor's not much different. He's just the same. But we're going to be well looked after, I guess, with Gregor, because he's got so much experience. And,
he's a good bloke.
But yeah, I can't wait. It just, like doing those things, it's how the opportunities that are coming up and stuff, and you've got to do it. And why would you not go out to Malta for a week to?
Well, I mean, if we get the way we want, it'll be big exposure, which is what Strongman. I think that's what we're missing at the minute. We're missing the big streaming networks, featuring us, and then off the back of that, opportunities galore. So yeah, I'm hopeful. I think this could be a big turning point for Strongman.
I don't see why not, because you look at Netflix, all the sports like series, the documentaries, whatever, like the F1 stuff.
Mate, there's fucking some garbage on there.
Yeah.
Like absolute fucking shit.
Rubbish.
Yeah, so let's get some decent stuff. Strongman,
Strongmen walking around in their speedos or whatever, just doing whatever. So it'll be really good fun, and I appreciate obviously the invite over. Hopefully,
cool,
Big Tom will be okay. His biceps.
Yeah, I hope so.
It looks a lot better now. So
good. Usually, their muscle tears heal pretty quick.
Yeah, I think it just looked worse. Just obviously, he was still using it, so it's bleeding out a little bit more, a little bit worse. And
be right.
You should be big daft.
What's it like competing with your brother at the top level now? Like you always travel with Tom. You compete together. You made the final several times. What's that like? Like training with your brother, hanging around with your brother, competing with your brother. Because I would fucking have loved that. If one of my brothers did Strongman and we went out to World's Strongest Man, it would just be a fucking blessing. I would have loved it. What's it like for you?
It is a pure blessing, I mean, for whatever reason, Tom and I have been given that ability to compete in Strongman. And I think, like, people forget, we have made the final, I think 6 times now, so it's that. It's fine to do it once, but have that consistency to be doing it over and over again, for Tom to win Worlds, all these other titles, for me to win Europe's, Britain's, all these other titles as well. Yeah. It's that consistency. And the reason why that we're as consistent and as good as we are is because we train together, because Tom's just this massive inspiration to me. When I see Tom training and get so strong, I want to be that. I want to carry on doing that, So there's 10 years between us. I shouldn't be doing it probably at 41. I probably should have parked it in a while ago, but because Tom's so strong, he inspires me to keep going. And likewise, I think for Tom, when he sees me doing, like the 200 kilo Viper press or the stone, he's like, oh, that's cool. Oh, if Luke can do it, then I can do it.
Yeah.
That's how it works so well. But when we're at Worlds together, and like, this year, I heard Tom just screaming at me. We did the first event. It was a loading event, and I had to make up a couple of seconds in the last implement. I could hear Tom just screaming at me. So I was like, right, it was like a little bit of NOS, kick that NOS, nitrous oxide in, and it just made me just sprint faster than I could have done before. And yeah, it was wild.
So you're making a big difference to each other. It's almost to the point like there's a little bit of fear there. If you were to quit, it would affect Tom.
Maybe a little bit. I think Tom's well versed in it all now. That I could happily just be like, Tom, I think you're okay, but I still always go around with him.
Yeah.
I don't like not going to competitions with him. So, like small Brian's competition just a couple of weeks ago. I couldn't go out with him, having my boy Koa, other kind of things. I can't have the time to do all this stuff now with him. But I feel that when I'm with him at a competition, and likewise when Tom was with me at a competition, we have that bit more of an edge.
Yeah.
I give Tom more of an edge. He has that confidence. If Tom needs anything, I can do it. Or one of our team, Tom's wife, Sinead, whatever.
Yeah.
But I just want to be there. It's more for like a selfish point of view because I want to experience that energy, with him. And I love shouting for him. I love, like, when I see him, I don't know, something just comes over me. You want to kill the person he's against. Do you know? It's like, but I love everyone, everyone's cool. But it's just in that moment, you're like, fucking go on, Tommy, you can't fucking, just, it's something like, again, it's that primal feeling of that, like, he's my baby brother and I want to do everything I can to protect him and to give him everything I can. But I don't know how that comes about. It's just something just takes over you. And I just love it. It's such a unique and special feeling to be able to compete with him. And I don't know. I just want to keep doing it as long as I can. And I know Tom, he enjoys it as well. He likes to see me do well and reach the final. And, I think one of his dreams would be for us to share a podium at Worlds, which would be amazing, to be able to do that.
With you in first, him in second.
Well, I don't think that'd be so amazing for Tom then. Be amazing for me, jeez.
Getting back for that Scotland title.
I know, bugger. You couldn't have just let me have it. But it's
motherfucker.
It's cool, to compete, and because it's such a mental thing, strongman, isn't it? It's like a circus, isn't it? Like we're performing
entertainment sport.
Yeah, and you go all over the world competing, doing these weird and wonderful lifts, and to do that with a little piece of home, and Tom is really special for me. So it's really
awesome,
cool.
Man. Yeah, very jealous. Very jealous. Tom, obviously, we've had Tom on the show. If you've not seen the episode with Tom Stoltman, go and check it out. Your baby brother, Tom, he suffered or suffers with autism very badly in his youth. You being the older brother, he accredits a lot to you. He credits a lot of his upbringing, a lot of it, even getting into Strongman. You were the one that took him to the gym. Talk us through that. Like, growing up with Tom, what was he like? What's it from your perspective? How bad was he? Or how good was he? Whichever you look at it.
I mean, one thing I always say about Tom is that he's always been able to be this happy, like, he always have that smile when he's playing football. When he was younger, when he was playing sports, he always had this big, happy, cheesy smile. But there was the other side to Tom that just would go into like complete meltdown mode. So say if something changed, or say if, because there's 10 years difference between Tom and I had to look after him with my sister quite a lot. When, say Mum had to go shopping or had appointments, whatever it was. So, we'd be 11, 12 years old looking after Tom. And at those times, that's when Tom would go like into complete meltdown. And he would do that up until he was probably, kind of 8, 9, 10 years old. It was just constant, and it would be like hyperventilating, crying, like panic. Uncontrollable, yeah. And it was so tough, because like, Tom, it's okay, Mum's going to be here soon, don't worry. No, I need to speak to Mum, Phone Mum. I said, I'm trying to phone Mum. She's going to be home. She's just gone to the shop. She told you. oh, she said she'd be here at 7 o'clock, and it's like 2 minutes past 7. You know, he'd like completely gone to meltdown. So that was really tough. You know, that aspect of seeing someone in extreme stress. You know, that's what it was. It was like such a
nothing you can do about it.
nothing you could do.
Just sit in comfort.
And like I used to, when he was like 4 or 5 years old. So there was, I'm gonna tell the story a little bit. It was weird. There was this parrot. It sounds so weird, like
A parrot.
A parrot. So this, you know, like the bird.
As in like a
No,
okay.
like
a polygon
ornament.
cracker parrot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Mum had this thing in his room. You pull the handle and the wings would fly, just go like that.
Oh, so not a real parrot.
Not a real parrot. Sorry,
Okay.
no. So I used to, for some reason, Tom would be engrossed in this. Like I'd pick him up, like, come on, Tom, it's okay. If he was crying, but it's not. I need mum. I said, come on, let's go see the parrot, mate. Come on. Yeah. And then I'd pull this, and just the way the wings and the colours would just go up and down, it would almost like put him in a little trance, just subdue him, you know, for that moment, just to when he was really bad. But it was tough, you know. It was like, but when that's all you know, like it's the same. It's like that's just how Tom was. So it's like we could preempt it. We could try and do things like put things in place. Right, Mum would be like, right, I'm going to be an hour, Tom. I might be a little bit longer, but I'll let you know. I'll phone in and check in with you if I am. And she would normally do that, but sometimes for whatever reason, if she didn't, then he'd kick off, or then if I knew that Mum was going to be a little bit later, I'd take him out playing football, or we'd play tennis together in the garden, or whatever sport was on the TV. Tom would want to play, you know. But it was like, it was obviously so different from like my upbringing, because I wasn't really like that. I was shy, but I never had that like panic, like that kind of, and he'd be rocking back and forth, or like just running around like in hysterics. You know, that's how it would kind of go. And like as a, you know, from a young 13, 14-year-old boy trying to kind of deal with that with your brother, it's like really, it's traumatic for us to try and deal with that, you know. So you kind of feel, if you can't settle him, you're almost like a failure, you know, you're not doing your job as an older brother. So, but fortunately, you know, Tom got diagnosed about kind of 10, 11 years old, I believe, 11, 12 maybe, in the academy. So like once he got diagnosed, that was a little bit of pressure off Mum, because Mum didn't really know what was going on. She knew there was something, but back then autism and being neurodiverse wasn't such a...
It was only just being discovered as a mental disorder, rather than people usually be like, oh, he's just a fucking retard. You know, that's what people would say back then, isn't it? You know, there wouldn't, autism and whatever wouldn't even be a thing. You'd be like, oh, he's just stupid.
Yeah, and there used to be like, it sounds horrendous to say, but back then it was like people with like different, like the special needs and stuff used to get like a yellow bus into school. Yeah, so it was like complete segregation, you know. It's like
Tom didn't get the yellow bus into school.
No. Fortunately, Mum took him in, and you know, because again, he hadn't been diagnosed. It was just Tom.
But that's to say, but he was separate. He was separated from the normal kids.
Yeah. He had to go to like different classes, have support workers and stuff. But then as that kind of help became more available to him, the better he became, and then he got introduced more back into the normal classrooms and stuff.
Brilliant.
Which was amazing. And then he had a really good support system of friends and stuff that really looked out for him. But like fortunately for Tom, he was a really good football player, soccer player.
Yeah, so he was able to find that connection with people.
And that
make
was
friends.
It. So that was, and again, it's you hear it so many times, like sports changed like your life, my life, so many people's lives for different reasons. And that was the same for Tom, you know. So he couldn't leave his house. He couldn't leave his room sometimes. And even now, you know, it's still really difficult for him. You know, he gets really stimulated, and like you see him sometimes, like it's more laughable now because you can pinpoint it. You know, he's like, I'm sorry, I'm just being a bit mental. It's all right, mate, just chill. and he'll be away pacing, rocking back and forth in the airport. You know, it's like, Tom, where everyone's trying for you, mate. Just chill, just take a minute. But it's nice that he has that ability to laugh, and like, he sees it now. Whereas before, imagine being a kid and just being...
That's so important for people like Tom is to make their self-awareness of like what the problem is, what it is, how to adapt, how to, you know, medicate, how to use techniques to bring it back down to earth. So that's super important. I think going back to the sport, like with my son as well, because he's on the spectrum, and as soon as he started going to the gym, he was better. And I genuinely mean that. Within 6 months, like couldn't read or write, like very socially awkward. And then we started going to the gym. Within 6 months, reading and writing as good as his peers. His social aspect came on, just sleeping better, just concentrating. His schooling just went through the roof. And I genuinely put it all down to the gym. Jeez. All down to the gym. We got him diagnosed about, I'm going to say close to 10. Right. And we tried the Ritalins, you know, we tried all that. And we got him in a good place now, and we're certain it's the gym that just sorted him out. So Tom with the football sounds like very similar. Like sport just does wonders for people that have got these pent-up energy, pent-up thoughts, going to the gym, going to play football, going for a run, whatever. It really does. The same sort of story keeps resonating over and over again with different people and guests that I have. It's been a real lifesaver for a lot of people. So he accredits you taking him to the gym when he was 16, 17, 18, if I remember rightly from his story. Yeah. How did that come about? Was that a conversation with your mum? Or was that something you did on your own accolade?
We just, like, again, I touched on it, you know, I was quite shy and anxious growing up. So when I started going to the gym, I saw the confidence. I became really confident with it, you know, the better my physique grew, the more I was confident, the more weight I lifted, the more I felt better, you know, that dopamine hit that I was getting. So I just said to my mum one time, I said, I'll take Tom. I was offshore. I says, I know he might not like it, but I'll try and take him when I'm home. She said, oh, that'd be fantastic. Yeah,
how old was he then?
16. So I took him initially when he was 15, but he couldn't lift any weights. So we're just going to treadmill. It was boring. Yeah. So the gym staff said, look, come back at 16 and you can lift weights then. So took him into the gym, said to Mum I was off for a week or so. So I'll take Tom down to the gym. She said, yeah, that'd be great if you could. And I remember he was like wearing a grey Adidas top, and I still remember this like skinny, lanky boy coming into the gym. And it's like an intimidating place, right? You know, and all the big boys and stuff went in. But because I knew, you know, all the guys that trained there, Tom was more confident, or he could feel more confident, even though he didn't present that he was confident. So introduced him to the guys, trained with him every day for that week, and the more he got to know the guys, the more confident he got. But when I went away, he was training with one of my friends at the time, and like 6 weeks went past, and they didn't really speak. It was like, hi. Was it hi?
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, so he didn't really, he wasn't able to have a conversation, but like after maybe a couple of months,
that's stuck with it.
Yeah, he started to kind of converse with him, and it was nice. Then.
So who's that? Who's that? A pal of yours?
Yeah, one of my friends, Lewis. Yeah,
Lewis. So it's Lewis that sounds of it. So you started him off, and Lewis sounds like he was the man that sort of kept him.
Yeah, accountable and just kept him going through. Obviously, if I'm working away in the rigs, I can't be there all the time. So I was training with him whenever I could. Big Lewis was training with him because he was in the gym, so he took him under his wing kind of thing. And then, like, quickly, it was like the confidence was night and day, man. It was like he used to wear like a little stringer vest to the gym after about 2 months. Biceps were popping. Yeah. I'm like, all right, here we go then.
Nipples hanging out.
No, that's it. Yeah. And that was it. It was just that, like, it was so nice, you know, for Mum to see that transformation in Tom. You know, it's to see him happy, to see him more confident. He used to go out then, you know, to the pub or whatever, and like, that was never a thing for Tom. You know, that was never on the cards. But fortunately, you know, through that confidence and that growth of the body that Tom's got, it was incredible. And then Mum used to take sounds funny, but Tom would be like, "Oh, Mum, come and take some photos of me posing." So he'd have his little vest on, and Mum would take photos of him and stuff. And,
I'd love to get some of those pictures.
oh
man.
yeah, I'll send them across to you. Yeah. He hates them. I think I've got a little photo album of it, and Dad's.
Please send them over.
Yeah.
We'll share a few of them.
It's so embarrassing. I think it was a gasp vest on. He looks so funny, man. Just this little dweeb. But that was him. He was just loving it. You know, he kind of like, he was feeling himself. You know, it's like, oh, I'm getting bigger biceps, bigger shoulders, going through the motions. And then Tom really quickly, like deadlifted 300 kilos. It was like within the space of, I don't know, under a year, I think it was.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, it was. Because I remember I deadlifted 300 kilos when I was 25. You know, it took me a long time.
Yeah. He was doing it at 17, 18.
Yeah, because my mum sent me the video when I was offshore. She's like, "Oh, is this a good lift? Tom's buzzing for it."
Fucking
I'm like, "Yeah, Mum, it's quite
It's
good."
all right, yeah.
Oh, bugger.
Do you know there's only 4,000 people on the planet that can deadlift over 300 kilos?
Is that right?
That's a true fact.
Jeez, oh.
Only 4,000 people.
I never realised that.
Yeah, Google it. It's a statistic, yeah.
It's not
It's
bad.
insane, isn't it? So if you lift over 300 kilo, you're like in the top 0.0000001% of people that can, you know, that kind of strength. It's insane.
And there's only a couple of people that can deadlift 500 and over.
Well, that's it.
It's not bad, man.
Yeah, it's not bad. So it's pretty cool. So you got your brother into the gym, and the gym changed him completely into the confident man, and obviously he's gone on and done amazing things in the strongman world. He's done all right. You know, 3 World Strongest Man titles isn't bad, and sounds like you're a massive part of that. Your family is. Tell us a little bit about your mum, mate, because your mum sounds like a massive factor in. I mean, everyone's mum is a massive factor in their life. But your mum, like Tom, spoke so highly of her.
Yeah.
You know, incredible person. Tell us a little bit about it.
No, mum was like, because like, her dad had to work 300 plus days a year offshore. So, like, mum was like, our dad, you know, she had to look after 5 kids all the time.
Jeez.
Cook for us, and just that kind of support, you know, that was like, whenever I was struggling with anything, I'd go to my mum. And, you know, when mum got diagnosed with cancer in, I think, 2013, I was working down in Newcastle at a job down there I was doing. And, like, she'd been having these pains in her chest. So we had to get her a CT scan. So, you know, went private and got the CT scan for her. So I was driving on the way to the gym in concert in this Spartan Performance, this gym, I always remember. I had the phone call from Mum. I was like, oh, fuck's sakes. I just had that feeling, you know, it was something bad. So I spoke to her, and she's, oh, look, you got something to tell us? She says, yeah, no, it's okay, Mum. She's, oh, got the scan results back, it's not so good, got cancer. I was like, right, okay, is it bad? She's like, yeah, it's pretty bad. So it was like stage 4 terminal cancer, like everywhere basically. It was like, yeah. But like, the reason I talk about this is because Mum got diagnosed in 2013, got told she had 6 months to live basically, and like was with us until November 13th, 2016.
Yeah, wow.
So she had like 3 years, which is amazing, you know, for her to be that thrawn and stubborn. You know, she was such a stoic, kind of stubborn woman that just wouldn't let anything go, you know. So, like halfway through her treatment, she had to get these injections in her hips and her spine to stop her from being paralysed. You know?
Right, yeah.
So I was like, oh, fucking hell, man, that sounds quite sore. She's like, I mean, it was okay, a little bit sore, but nothing too bad. But Mum would never say anything was sore unless it was really sore. Yeah. So I knew that was like agony for her. Yeah. But the first time I saw her, so I was, when she told me on the way to the gym down in Newcastle, I was like, Mum, I'll just come home. She said, no, you got your contract to finish, you need to make money, do the job, and then we'll see you soon. Look, you're up here, you're back home in 4 weeks or whatever 3 weeks. So I was right, you sure? She says, yeah, honestly, look, there's nothing, it's fine, I'm not going anywhere, don't worry. So then I was out for dinner after the gym like a couple of weeks after that, and she'd had a fall, and because it was all new, it was like really scary. So my sister phoned me. She says, "Oh, look, Mum's fallen, and there's a big pool of blood. She's bleeding out her like, urine or whatever. So I don't know what's going on." So I was like, "Fucking hell, right?" I said, "Jodie, I don't know what to do. I can't stay here. I need to come home." So anyway, I drove through the night, went up. I think I got in whatever time in the morning, went to see Mum like first thing in the morning. And that was like the most difficult time when I saw Mum, because it was the first time since the diagnosis that I saw her face to face. It was the most emotional I've ever seen her. Like, she was sobbing, and then that just set me off. And but after that, it was back to business. It was like, right, how can we, extend her life? So it was looking into like all different things, like branched chain amino acids, aloe vera, super greens, all these like superfoods, that maybe don't have a huge difference, but when you're combining, you're trying everything, it's
that desperation.
Yeah.
You wanted to give anything a shot when you just get
But like the way I saw Mum, like she was like, well, that's where we got sunflower tattoos all over her. She was like our son, and someone like said, "Oh, what does your mum remind you of?" Or like, "Can you remember her smell?" And it was like like a summer's day, like that's that smell of like soil and plants and pollen and grass. Like she smelt of earth, like the earth for me. That's what I kind of resonate Mum with, because she was the one that kind of like the glue that kept us all together, and the one that was like brought a smile to everyone. You'd speak to her, she'd give anyone the time of day. It didn't matter if you were like a beggar in the street or some rich businessman, whatever. She'd treat everyone the same, and that's a true testament, I think. And having her kind of help Tom, help me through all my stuff, be that mother to 5 kids. Like I see Koa 3 nights a week, and it's really tough, like being a dad. But she had 5 kids to look after.
Yeah, man, it's fucking nuts. I say your dad was away most of the year.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But back then there was no like tablets or that. It was like, what did you do?
Fuck.
And she was such a monster of a lady, and when we used to compete, unfortunately, Mum never got to see Tom and myself win, the bigger titles, but she came to Britain's a few times, and you could just hear her screaming, man. It was so nice. And she was the one that started doing the clothing. She used to go to this place in Inverness it was like Battle of the Brothers, Tom versus Luke, and she used to get these T-shirts made up, so she was so proud and so happy. She'd always write into the local paper,
just to make sure you got the coverage. That's nice.
So it was so nice, and like I said, I touched on my kind of faith and stuff at the moment, and praying and stuff, and like looking up into that side of things gives me a little bit more hope that she can still see that, still have that relationship with her, and I think we like whatever we believe, I think it's too beautiful, we're too like life's too beautiful that we get to live for it just to like end, I think. And that's what I kind of truly believe, there's something else there, and because our souls, we've got we're not just this thing. I don't know how I can talk to you about this stuff. I don't know why I'm here, but for whatever reason, things have aligned that we're able to do this. And, I think, Mum up there has got something to do with it, just kind of guiding us and saying, just do that, just try that. Maybe don't do that, Luke, again. Just stay away from that side of things. But yeah, she was, just an amazing woman. And, to this day, I still, cry every day, missing her and stuff. But that's just because her memories are so strong in my head that I'll always want that. I'll always want to feel that emotion from her. And, when that goes, that's when I worry. But it won't go for a long time.
You're a massive mental health advocate. You do a lot of the cold therapy.
Yeah.
You do a lot with your academy. You do a lot of, sort of supporting people. Talk very openly about it. What's your experience with it? What's the lows? What's the highs? How do you keep it at check?
Yeah, I mean, lows, I've had a ratchet strap around my neck, ready to kill myself. That's the lowest of the low for me. And for whatever reason, I didn't go through with it. I had it round. I took my feet off the ground, and I didn't go through with that. I've last few years, cutting myself, self-harm and stuff. On my chest, that's where I used to always just cut myself in my chest. And it was that release, I felt when I for whatever reason, I just get super overwhelmed with things. And like I'll rock back and forth sometimes and just, I can't like block out the noise sometimes in my head. And the only way that I could change that was like cutting myself, or that was like a release, that was a release for me. And then in recent times, learning to be like truly like open with stuff, it's like that's a real big one for me, because I felt that if I was truly open, people would be disgusted with things I felt or things I did or thought or like wanted to do and stuff, and people would see me in this horrible way. And the reality is that they don't. It's like I was speaking to my sisters, brothers about stuff, my dad, and all they want to do is support you and see you okay, and that's okay. But you add in, like I go for walks now every morning, every evening. That really helps, being outside, cold water. I do my swims in the morning at like before I came down here. I was in the sea yesterday morning. There was a lady running on the beach, and she thought it was a seal. She could just see my head. She was taking a photo, and then I come out. She said, "Oh, jeebers! I didn't know who that was. I thought it was a seal in the water." I said, "No, it's just this big stupid guy." But that really helps reset. It's all about a reset for me, and that's what praying or going to church as well on a Sunday. That's a real nice reset, and again realizing that my life is worth something. Sometimes you can take it for granted, and it's like, oh, I'm so disgusted, I'm so bad, and blah blah blah, all this stuff. But like my life is special. I go back, as I said at the start. Mum miscarried 4 times and got told that she wasn't going to have any kids, but for whatever reason, boom, out I pop.
Yeah. And
So
then 4 more.
yeah, exactly. And then again with my boy Koa, like I've got to be here for him. That's the true kind of purpose for me now, is being here for him, and I can't be not selfish, but I need to be strong, for him. So, putting that ratchet strap around my neck, almost take my own life. I can't do that anymore. I can't have those thoughts, and that's why I'm so happy being able to go to bed giggling. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and then when I get to, like, I sleep with Koa's in my bed at night, he just cuddles into me, and it's the most warming embrace that I have, and it's nice that, I can talk okay about that, because it almost feels like that's in the past for me.
Yeah.
I haven't
sort of healed from it.
Yeah, healed from it. Like, since I think January was probably the last time I kind of did any self-harming or anything. I had a bit of an episode in March time, I think it was. But nothing too bad, I'm okay. It's just managing that mental aspect of things, and like I know that I'm one of the lucky ones, because there's people a lot worse, and unfortunately there's so many people that haven't got that release or that way out, and they just have to end it, and that's the most difficult thing for me to see. It's brutal. It's so bad. So yeah, I mean, I know you've had a lot of experience with mental health and suicide and people taking their own lives, and it's just so like, it's traumatic, and you feel so bad that you want to be able to have that conversation with someone and say, like, please, just like, don't do that. Don't go forward, because I love you, man. Like, you make me smile. You make me fucking happy. By just being here, being in your presence, you make me feel better about myself. So please know you're enough. You're okay. Like, I've got a tattoo in my arm. God is greater than all your ups and downs. You know, so me believing that, like, my ups are brilliant, my downs are really down, but I know that there's something bigger and better than that.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, my son is greater than any up and down I'll ever have. And that's okay. So, like, just wish you could just say something to someone to not, go through with that, like, because that's really tough, man. It's
it's horrible. I've lost a fair few friends to suicide. One of my best friends, actually, a few years ago.
brutal.
And it's one of the hardest things to watch someone so close go through these things. And it's like you say, you just wish there was a word or a saying you could snap them. There just isn't. You know, they've got to go through that fucking journey, and they've got to, have two things: either persevere or they fucking end their life. And that not much can stop that. You know, it's down to them. They've got to want to heal themselves, want to fix themselves, and use the tools that are available. And talking of tools, I always see like mental health as like you're saying, like releases. It's a bit like a jug of water, right? And it sort of fills up, and it keeps going. It gets to the point, things are getting stressful, and you've got to sort of like find releases and resets, like you say, like something to empty that jug, like cold therapy. It builds back up, and then you've got meditation, and then you've got stretching, you've got going to the gym, you've got all these tools and things that help you just to empty that jug of all this stress, anxiety, depression, bad thoughts. And that is probably the best way I describe mental health, is trying to empty that jug as often and as consistently as you can. And some of the tools I use, of course, like meditation, stretching, cold therapy is a big one, family time. Sounds an easy one to say, but just like so easy. I mean, I do stints where I will work 90 days straight, and I'm not seeing my family for 90 days, and just grabbing my daughter and just having an hour, just watching a film, having a cuddle, and you get this buzz in the back of your head, the serotonin start firing, and then I'm fucking great again. So it's these little tools and things that you do in your life. What are your tools? I know you do your cold therapy. You're quite regular with that. You love going in the sea. You love just that's a peaceful thing. And I've been in the ocean with you. I've been to your little private beach where you go. It's lovely. And you just get there and you just take in the sun, the view, the air, the smells. And that's beautiful because it just earths you. And I think that's the best thing about cold therapy is you're in water, especially water at sea or in a lake or whatever. It earths you. It just puts you at one with the planet. You breathe and you just feel nice and good. What other tools have you got?
Yes, so like I say, cold water, the gym is such an important one. My diet, when I know I'm in control of my diet, when I'm eating good, when I'm not eating sugary snacks every day, as much as I love it, like I know it's in control, it's something I'm controlling, because it's, again, I think with sugar as well, you get those spikes, it's like whatever. So again, I said earlier, I'm trying to get that level more, so keep that level.
Try cheesecake. It's more of a level. It doesn't quite spike. Right. Yeah, it's just like a gradual and a gradual down. It's a bit nicer on the nicer on the system. Yeah, cheesecake's life, man.
And yeah, again, like you say, with Koa, family time, when I've got him, I'll go out for a walk first thing in the morning, after his nap in the afternoon, and then I walk at night. And that, just being outside is...
So just walking, getting in nature.
Yeah, just walk. Again, anything physical, anything that I can do to, like, burn some calories or be a bit more physically active, that really helps me. And see, just now and again, just having that ability just to lie in my bed and just giggle, Like honestly, I keep saying giggling, but like it's so nice doing that, mate. It's and I love being able to spend time with my family. Like spending time with my sister and the twins, Jodie and her girls, and yeah, like I said before, like going to church, listening to a service. I like to listen to things, listen to like stories or like when at the first service I went to was they said about like your sins, everything you can be forgiven. Just and if you follow these rules, guidelines, whatever, okay, do that, but just know that you can be forgiven. You're not the worst person in the world.
Yeah.
And that hit me in the heart, man. That was like I was in tears, man. It was powerful. So, but you said it there. It's like being consistent with it all.
Yeah.
There's no point doing it once and expecting to be cured.
That's the problem with a lot of people is people will ask you like, what do you do for your mental health? You'll tell them and they'll go and try it and go, oh, it didn't work.
Yeah.
It's like, you've got to fucking put some energy into it,
Yeah.
You want to fix anything in life, you've got to put some work in. Yeah.
If you want to find joy or peace or inner peace, or like if you want to be saved, then fight for it.
Yeah.
You don't just do it.
This is what I mean when people are really in that hole, they've got to want it.
Yeah.
They've got to want it. You can't change that person's opinion. They've got to want it.
And it's tough because but there is so many things out there, and it's just finding that person that makes you happy, finding the, I don't know, silly. I just see drink a nice pint of cold water sometimes. That's enough just to be like, oh, I need that, man. Oh, that was nice.
I get you.
Just stupid. But it's like that consistency and that consistency to find things that make you, like you say, empty that kind of overflowing jug that kind of go into, once it's overflowing, it's hard to stop it.
Yeah.
Because then it's just, I need to stop that flood. How do I stop it? Oh man, I can't stop it. Oh shit, it's getting worse. It's everything's flooding. Abandon ship.
Yeah.
And then that's it. It's game over. So yeah, for me, it's just trying to do the little things in life that'll bring a little smile to yourself. I love going down. See, going down to that beach. I go down. I'm in my speedos, budgie smuggers, jump down. And it's just funny that people look, you're walking past people in your budgies and like, people are like, what's this guy doing? All right, morning, Luke, hi. And then sometimes it's big waves, so sometimes it's not, sometimes it's calm.
Yeah.
And just being there, I'm like, oh man, and it just takes all that aches and pains away from me, doesn't it? It's
lovely.
good. Yeah.
Lovely.
Physically and mentally, so it's a good one.
What's your diet look like, mate? You touched on diet there. What's your diet like right now?
Diet's pretty clean at the moment, to be honest. Very fortunate to get a really good butcher sponsor, which is class.
Lovely. What's the butcher's name? Give him a shout out.
Campbell's Meat.
Campbell's Meat.
They're class. So I eat a lot of red meat, ribeye steaks. That's my go-to.
Oh, fucking!
So
I
nice.
live on. I have at least a kilo of ribeye steak every day.
So good. That's life for me. That with rice, and steak, rice, avocado, and my little go-to at the moment is a potato salad. I like potato salad.
Potato salad.
Yeah, and then in the morning I'll have my porridge, my eggs, and that's it.
Pretty simple diet then.
Yeah, basic. There's not anything too extreme. I feel good at this body weight. I'm weighing about 154 kilos at the moment.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I'm 164.
Are you? Jeez,
Yeah.
oh.
Well, I do a fight and then I'm like, right, bang 14 kilo back on. I'm like, I like my food. I like my cheesecake.
Yeah, I mean, I dare say I could. The biggest I was at 170 kilos, I think.
It's a nice weight.
Yeah, I was chunky.
Yeah.
I looked at myself. I was like, look, that's not the best weight.
Talk about chunky. I hit 196, so I know what chunky is. That's chunky.
That's chunky.
That's like can't fit through doorways. Yeah, that's fucking chunky.
That was juggernaut style.
Cepheric.
It was a big boy back then. But yeah, no, I'm good with this weight at the moment, man. Because then, I also think about my health and, I don't want to push those limits, super.
That age as well, you've got to start thinking about taking those kilos off. I'm actively thinking, especially when I hit 40, I'm going to knock 10 kilo off almost instantly. You got to level down as as your organs age.
Yes.
That's for sure. What's next for you, mate? We got the Strongman Open,
Yep.
Deadlift Champs this weekend.
Yes.
We got the Battle of the Beasts.
Yep.
You got any aspirations in Strongman? Obviously, world's strongest man. He's still
Of course,
still aiming for that
100%.
first place spot.
Yeah, I mean, podium, like I say, podium for me, that's my goal when I go into these shows. I want to give the log press world record another little tickle because
World record, which is what at the minute, 230?
231 or
231 kilo Iron Bibby.
Iron Bibby, yeah.
So you want to go for that. What do you reckon you're capable of?
If I get a good, I think I'm up there with 230s, yeah. So you just see, I mean, it'd be cool to push the guys. I've got the British record at 221, so if I can push that a little bit as well, that'd be cool.
Yeah. That's not far off, is it?
No, Lucas Hatton, he just pressed 222 to get the American record.
Right, okay.
So it'd be nice to get like a little bit more than the American record.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But
the world record's the one, though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if I can do that, then that's really good. So get this out the way tomorrow, the world champions, the deadlift world champs, and then just really hone in on that push press and the log. And yeah, I'll be up to 220 quite soon, I think.
Yeah.
And then back to competing next year, Britain's strongest man, go down, try and retain that title.
Nice.
Europe's strongest man, I want to do that again. World's strongest man. And then see what happens in the other shows. You know, it's.
So you've got no interest of retiring anytime soon?
No.
You want to carry on?
I'm pretty cool, man. I'm enjoying.
41 years of age?
No, not anytime soon. It sounds stupid, eh? You think, give it up, mate. You got grey hair and you're getting old. But no, I'm enjoying it. You know, I find I really enjoy training, and with, you know, we've got our online academy that we're doing, so we've got a new gym opening up soon. So like it creates that more of a buzz as well.
Yeah, it gives you a bit of purpose for it all as well. Yeah. Where can people buy t-shirts? How can we support the Stoltmans?
Yes. It's all on the website, so stoltmanbrothers.com.
Stoltmanbrothers.com, and you can get t-shirts, jugs, jerseys.
Everything there, yeah. There's all
Stoltman
links.
Academy, it's all on there.
Yeah, it's all there. So yeah, if you could, that'd be awesome. Stoltman Brothers YouTube channel as well.
Yeah.
You can find Big Tom and myself.
You've got books out.
Books, yeah.
World's Strongest Brothers, is that one of the books?
Yeah, Lifting the World's Strongest Brothers.
Lifting the World's Strongest Brothers, yeah.
We're in the process of doing a whiskey as well. So,
a whiskey, your own whiskey?
Yeah,
nice.
So that's going to be hopefully the next month or so we're going to be releasing that. So
I'll be having a dabble in that.
We'll send you down a bottle or two.
Good whiskey.
So that's
I've just started doing my own cigars.
Oh, have you?
Beast cigars, yeah. I'll send you some cigars.
Oh, class, man.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome.
It's a big fat cube. Really nice. Very nice.
Nice. That'll go well with the whiskey then.
Exactly, yeah. We could team up.
Yeah, mate. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, no, we're just, trying to push things, and it's really cool seeing people in our clothing and stuff.
No, I love it. I love it. The Stoltman brand is, for me, it's one of the most lovable brands that's ever happened, and I wish you all the best with it. May it continue to grow, and hope little lad gets into it as well.
Yeah,
continues the legacy.
Yeah.
You never know. Yeah. Okay. Well, Luke, thank you very much. I'm going to let you go, mate, because you've got to compete tomorrow.
Jeez, thanks for having us on. It's been fun. Yeah.
An absolute pleasure, mate.
Class, man. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Put it there, man.
Thank you,
and
mate.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks, Ed. Appreciate
Hope
it.
you absolutely smash it, mate.
Thank you, mate. Yeah.
And you go for that world record log press as well.
Yes, easy money. Cheers, mate.
Thanks, buddy. Right then, guys, that is a wrap. That is Luke Stoltman, everyone. The Highland Oak, Europe's strongest man, Britain's strongest man, and the elder brother of Tom Stoltman, the world's strongest man, the strongest brothers in history. And I think there's more to come as well. I think that was really cool listening to Luke's story. Humble beginnings, working his ass off on oil rigs and then still competing on the side, and just goes to show you, don't it? Perseverance, consistency, turning up every day. And look where he is now. You know, he's done amazing things in the strongman world, set up some amazing businesses, and has a lovely little boy to cherish and hold for the rest of his life. Thank you for listening, everybody. Don't forget to check out the other episodes. We've got Tom Stoltman as well, if you want to check out his episode, and check out the other episodes. But don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and we'll see you next time. Big love the beast. Take care.